Hey everybody. Now I can't go too crazy tonight actually with the old talking malarkey, only because well, here's the thing. Let me put it this way, right, to you lovely lot out there. When the Natural History Museum, the new modular, the latest 2023 modular, when it was announced earlier on this week, I had a full set of teeth. And anyway, since now you can now see reviews of said modular out there on YouTube, I have slightly less teeth. Actually, I'm one tooth down. So anyway, on that note, I just want to say thanks to everybody who actually sent me well wishes this week. I'm okay. I'm feeling quite delicate, to say the least, but I'm all right. And if I was to, if I go at a certain angle, I can honestly do an awesome impression of Marlon Brando. I really can. But anyway, so I won't be. How can I put it, folks? I won't be going too crazy tonight, but I am pleased to be here. I'm pleased I made it anyway. If this is, I've got to be honest. All right, I've had some close ones. Tonight has definitely been the closest I've ever gone to actually having to cancel a London calling, which would be quite a sad thing, really, when you think about it. Because even though I've, this is like we're getting nearer and nearer and nearer to the 200, which of course is not that long away. In fact, it's going to be around December time. So anyway, watch this space. It should be an absolute cracker. And but anyway, onwards and upwards, as they say. But thank you, everybody who did actually send in their kind of well wishes. I really do appreciate it. I was a bit rough, to say the least. But anyway, talking of rough, actually, I'm not rough at all, actually, to be honest. Fossils. What's all that about? We seem to be getting quite a few T-Rexes coming our way these days in the form of some fossils as well. And of course, not just there. It doesn't stop just with the Jurassic sets. It also continues with the latest modular set. Now, I've got a survey running because, I don't know, I feel a bit old-fashioned almost, really. I am a bit, I suppose. I kind of miss it not coming out on January the 1st. Of course, it's going to be coming out December the 1st, which, I don't know. I think that it's being crammed in a little bit. I don't know. I want to know what you think. Is it just me? Am I just kind of like a bit of a sucker for the January the 1st thing? To go to the Lego store to buy one of the sets that I've kind of looked forward to all year. Now, I've seen a few people call this the modular for 2024, but it comes out December the 1st. So as far as I'm concerned, it's another modular that's come out this year. I want to know what you guys think about that. Anyway, so the survey running at the moment is it's neck and neck, really. If you had a preference for the release date of the Natural History Museum, what would it be? Would it be January the 1st? 35% of people saying that they prefer that. December the 1st, 40% of people are saying that. So slightly more. There's probably about 3 votes in that. Or you just don't collect modulars. I'd throw that one in there as well. So yeah, well, here we go. So it's changing. It's changing. 34, 43. it's an interesting one, isn't it? I kind of look forward to it because I think we've still got one or two, well, at least one anyway, large sets coming our way. So with that in mind, how do you feel about it? What can we say? It is a conundrum, nonetheless. It is hard to actually collect all the Lego sets that one possibly can. But of course, we know someone who's going to be on the panel tonight, folks, who's doing a pretty good job of that. Like I always say when I start these streams, if you do want to support the channel, you've got two ways of doing it. You can do a super chat, get your name up there on London Wall. Or, of course, you can join the LBB family, become a sort of a member, a kind of a bigger part of the LBB family, nonetheless. But anyway, the most important thing is you lovely lot being here tonight, which I always really appreciate, folks. I really, really do. So anyway, let's go from the start, shall we? We've got Johnny Builds out there. Good to see you, Johnny Builds. Actually, I've got to scroll up even further. We've got Brick Stage Pass out there. Say good evening. Good to see you, mate. Love the new dog that you got. The puppy looks amazing. And, you know, the interesting thing, mate, is that I know two people that have lost a pet recently, that have gone and got themselves Dalmatians as well. So jolly good stuff. I like it. Bricky TY saying good evening, Craigstow as well, and good evening everybody else. Minifig who's out there too. Got Madlib. Good to see you out there, Madlib, and you too, Bricky TY. Dave's out there as well. Hello everyone. Dave's all the way from Australia as well. Does this work better for you this time? Where have we gone? We've gone back, haven't we? So I don't know if it's worse, isn't it, for you guys out in Australia? Pink Wheels is out there as well. She sent me some pictures in earlier on too. Johnny Builds has actually joined. Johnny Builds has become a YouTube member. Johnny, super appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you so much. That's a really nice way to kick off Friday. It really is. Thank you. Let's carry on. Let's get down. We've got KO out there as well. So hello. Aaron Hall too. Saying hi, Madlib. Good to see you as well. I hope you've had a top week, Aaron. And a Titanium. He's saying, kick off. You could never have too many Ninjago magazines. I've got quite a few, actually. In fact, I think there's a particularly good one that's coming up in the next couple of weeks or so. Angie's out there as well. Said, hello, Greg. I'm building the Colonial Mansion with 1,000 redcoats. Oh, that sounds good. I like the sound of that. Watch out, folks. The redcoats are coming. They really, really are. Polar Bricks is out there as well. I'm out there too. Say evening all. Good to see you, dude. I love it. I can even say that to myself. Anyway, we've got Cabbage Face. Is that there? He says, is this live? It sure is. Two Gary Foles as well. Great to see you guys. Cool pictures. Got some cool pictures they've sent me through tonight, folks. Bricky Brood is going to be on the panel tonight. Who else we got there? Lady McBrick. I've actually spoken more in the last 2 minutes than I have all this week, folks. I really have. Good evening, all. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you have as well, Lady McBrick. Especially the fact that I'm hoping that you'll be on again next week with the panel. And hope you're feeling better as well. Have a top weekend. You'll be certainly be building loads this week as well, especially Star Trek stuff. Anyway, check it out on Instagram, folks. You know it makes sense. Good Narvan, London Corn, says Axel Plate. Good to see you, dude. Hope all is well. And in your neck of the woods, in your part of the world, let's scroll down. You guys are chitty-chatty like crazy out there as well. Oh, we got, here we go. Andrew says, hello, Greg. I'm building the Colonial Mansion with 1,000 redcoats minifigures. Now, why didn't that come up before, saying it was my bad? But no, must be a StreamYards thing. But anyway, on that note, my good friend, thank you so much. And this is for you.
Detach cable! Cable detached!
Thank you so much for that. I thought I'd go for something a little bit wintry, actually, seeing as the winter, the weather has definitely changed. It's a bit brighter here today, but boy, over here in England, we have been hit by a huge storm. We really have been. But anyway, good stuff. What's he saying? I thought it was okay to talk to yourself as long as you don't answer yourself. That's true. It's when you start having arguments with yourself. That's when things start going a bit pear-shaped. But anyway, David's saying, he says, I'm on holidays, Greg, and that's why I'm up for the live. Good man. I appreciate it. God, you get up early when you're on holiday. Anyway, he's saying very excited on today's panel. Yeah, me too as well, folks. And that, Dave, is why it's a good reason. Start getting some people on, shall we? So how can I describe our first person that we're going to have on the panel tonight? Well, he's currently in season 4 of Lego Masters USA. He's going strong as well in his team. He's got a fabulous team. And of course, we've had quite a few people that have been on from Lego Masters season 4. And of course, this guy has been on already before. And of course, he's the guy that's got literally, or he's on the way to, collected every single Lego set that there ever have been in the world. I wonder if he's got any duplicates. I don't know. We'll have to ask him, shall we? But anyway, sit down, relax, put your feet up, folks. And speaking on, shall we, is of course Mr. Chris, aka DuckBricks. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hey, thank you so much for having me on. It's good to see you again, like always, and this is so much fun. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, it's good to have you here, mate. Now, you actually look like you're sitting at a table at the moment. Is that because you're normally sitting on the floor or something like that?
You know, it is deceptive, the camera angle, but I am sitting on the floor building the UCS Venator right now. So I kind of wish I had a table, but I don't think one's going to fit in this hallway.
Oh, show us that again. Show us it again. Where are you at the moment with the Venator?
Oh, I've got some like decent progress. We've got like maybe like half of it done. Yeah,
good, yeah, you're doing really well there. How are you finding it so far? First impressions?
Pretty good build. Very exciting. I mean, I got it in Billund because we had the chance to shop at the employee shop. So of course I'm going to get it at a discount. And then I just had to ship it home. So it just got back home.
Chris, that must be some discount if you got it from there and posted it. But how did it? I mean, it's quite a long way to post it over to you. Did it actually arrive okay?
Well, the box arrived completely just mangled and damaged. It was soaked in water. It was ripped apart. There were bags falling out. But I think that everything's still there, and I don't care about the boxes anyway. So you know what? I'm totally happy.
I was going to say because you don't keep the boxes, so it doesn't really matter then, does it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome, mate. That's awesome. All right. Well, good stuff. And I've got to ask you as well. What is that flashing behind you over your left shoulder? So you look over your left shoulder. What is that flashing?
That is Ninjago City Markets. I just installed a light kit for it. It's actually really cool. Like it was quite a surprise to me when I turned it on, and I realized that the lights I just installed were actually flashing lights. So that was actually really cool. I'll probably do a video on that at some point soon. But yeah, I'm trying to light up all the Ninjago City modulars, and that just kind of happened to be like that. Yeah,
amazing. All right, good man. I like it. All right, so where would you like to go next? We've got we got somewhere in the sort of mid area of the UK. We've got somewhere in kind of like the southwest area of America. We've actually got somewhere else in the southwest of America as well. I'm presuming that they're neighbors, or they're certainly neighborly together anyway. Or of course, we could go right north in America. To a place that they like to call, it's kind of like England's version of Scotland, except this is Canada I'm talking about. Where would you like to go next, my friend?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, well, there's one guest on here. Of course, I'm very excited to see everyone. There is one guest on here that I am beyond, you cannot imagine how excited I am to actually be talking to somebody on here. I'll save it for when they get on, but you can probably guess who that is. But
is that me? I'm already here, Chris. I'm already here, Chris.
Everyone, but this was quite a surprise to me that you were able to bring them on, and I'm very excited because I've been never thought it'd happen.
Okay. Oh, shall I bring him on? Shall I bring him on now? Is it the kind of like the just another nice guy chap?
Perhaps it may be. I think it might be time to bring him on.
I think it is. So few people know what that acronym actually means. But anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? Well, how can I describe this guy? Well, you know what? He's actually a living legend. He's actually a bit of a mate as well, actually. And you know what? We're talking of bones and stuff like that. I reckon his bones, right, are actually made of Lego. I think he had judging by the look on his face, I think he thought I was going to call him a fossil, but far from it. Would I ever do that? Of course I wouldn't do that. It's totally rude. But the charm in me maybe would get away with it, but I wouldn't do that on that. Because this guy, like I say, folks, he is, how can I describe? He is the GOAT of Lego YouTubers. He is, of course, our good friend, Jang.
You say too much. You say too much. Thank you so much.
I know. What can I say? Build you up. Build you up again, and there we go. That's it. Finding the sweet spot is always the hard thing. Jang, how the devil are you doing?
I'm doing well, and thank you for having me on. It's going to be a very long next couple of days and many weeks, but I'm chugging along, and I'm keeping the mental health in a good place. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. And what are you doing? Because you said to me earlier on today, you're going to be doing quite a lot of streams and stuff like that. Is that sort of mostly Patreon stuff, or is that your own streams over on Twitch? Because you love your Twitch, you really do. Like you're like, I built this over on Twitch with my with my awesome community that you got over there, which is totally true. And then of course you review it all on YouTube. But yeah, you seem really. You seem just so much more comfortable these days on Twitch. You really, really do.
Yes. Yeah. It's when I first started streaming after the whole Kappa disaster on YouTube, and I was looking for
those are the days.
Ways to diversify finally and try different stuff out. It was the whole streaming thing was very overwhelming. It was something I had never expected to do, but eventually it kind of calmed down, and I got used to it, and kind of got the feel of how that goes on YouTube. But people started to say, hey, why don't you try Twitch? I'm like, what? Twitch? You mean like where all the kids played Fortnite, right?
Yeah, it's well known for it.
But I listened, and I tried it out, and it's actually really, really warm and chill and nice over there. And there's a bunch of Lego folks, a lot more Lego folks these days after I kind of said, hey, YouTube, go over there, But yeah, I've really been enjoying my time over there and reinventing myself. And
you have actually. I mean, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Things you've gone back to the bare bones again, and another reference to both tonight. I mean, how many times can we throw this in? I don't know. It could be a thing. But anyway, great to have you here, Jang. Jang, where would you like to go? We've got a place that I think it's called Gallifrey, I think it is, Hooverian kind of person. We otherwise known as Bristol, or we could go really north from where you are, where definitely the climate massively changes to a place that they call Canada, or we could just go down the road from you to a fellow person in this kind of a Californian area. Where would you like to go?
Yeah, I think let's keep it local just for the moment, just to avoid having the bits having to travel too far. Yeah, we'll just keep the electrical connections short.
I like your thinking. Very cool. So how can I describe this guy, folks? Well, I don't know why I always say that. How can I describe this person? This person because he's got one of the most listened to voices in the Lego community. He really has. He's a top guy. He's here tonight. And maybe he'll give us an update on maybe he's got a new podcast coming out soon or anything like that. I don't know. But anyway, I always enjoy his company. He knows his stuff. And you know what? No time like the present to get him on is, of course, Shai time is my time. Hello, Shai.
Thanks, James, for bringing me on next. Hey. How's it going, everyone?
All right, man. All right. It's good to have you here.
Good to see you all. One room.
Yeah, I know it's different. It's different. I think your voice is it me? Is your voice isn't quite synced up to your?
I'm delayed a second. Just give me a little bit. The camera and audio will sync.
All right, no, you sound good. He's bought a load of new equipment recently, and I can he's still sinking in tweaking it, and I'm sure Jang's got plenty of tips for that. But no, keep going. And can I just say as well, it's nice to actually see you not in front of a laptop, albeit I'm sure there's one. It's very close to you, and actually working on a Lego set, which is nice.
Oh yeah. I'm building the Hocus Pocus house.
Nice. Yeah, good set.
Just for fun. No video or anything attached to it. Just to enjoy Lego for what it is.
Yeah. Honestly, more people should, because we're talking about how good it is for your mental health and stuff like that, Lego. But I tell you what, right? Do a few live streams, right? And especially when occasionally, actually, it happens all the time to me. The build might go wrong. Craig helped me out once with I'd say once, maybe 3 or 4 times. But anyway, the most memorable one being the modular construction site. And oh my god, that blew my brains. But we got there in the end with it, with the jumpers. I wasn't used to using jumpers, Jang, at the time. And all I can say is, by the end of that stream, I knew what offsetting really meant. And I wanted to know so much more about it that I actually even interviewed the guy that designed it in my house. And that video hopefully will be out just before Christmas, folks. So watch out for that. So anyway, great segue. And something else that's great as well is that Dave said, DuckBricks is giving 20 This Australian dollars, that is. That's worth thousands of pounds. That is. He says heaters in the panel. That is. I love that phrase. That's of course from our good friends over at ACOP, who are a bit like that. But anyway, I tell you what we do for you, my friend. I think it's time. Jang, you like flying, aviation, that sort of thing, aeroplanes. Have you ever thought about having one of these as an autopilot? Well, let's play the video and see what he says, eh?
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Oh, there we go. Jang, your thoughts on having one of those?
Surely you can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley. Love it. Great comeback. I honestly, folks, if you're looking for the ultimate Christmas present, an autopilot. There's got to be someone out there that makes them. And so thank you for that, Dave. I really do appreciate it. And where are you on holiday as well? I mean, I'm intrigued to know. Fabuki's out there too. Great to see you, Fabuki. Who else did I see? JANGBricks is jumped in too, and so has DZ Studios. Great to see you, and he's certainly happy to see you, Jang. That's for sure. And Riz King. I've seen you for a while. Also see Jang on London Calling. It's always good to see Jang on London Calling. It really is. Right, okay. Shy time is my time. Where would you like to go next? We can go to Gallifrey. If you know your Doctor Who, you know what I'm talking about. Or is it Galileo? I always get confused with if it's one or the other. Galileo sounds like a wonderful place to live, though. I will say that. We can go really, really south of England, or we could go really, really north of America, where it's so north it actually it changes all the letters in the word America and becomes Canada. So where would you like to go, Shai?
Well, I guess
yourself a hole.
I guess since we're going in a circle here, let's go to Canada before
we're going to go Canada. Okay, folks. So this is how it's going to work here tonight. We're basically go very north now. Then we're going to chuck a right and we're going to pop over to England that way. There we go. Anyway, so how can I describe this guy? Well, this guy was in here an hour early today, folks. Even though I messaged him at 3 a.m. the other morning to say, "Oh yeah, just to let you know the clocks had changed." But he's like, "Yeah," and he messaged me back as well. But of course, over there in Canada, it was only probably about midnight or something like that. But anyway, let's get him on, shall we? He's a great friend of the channel. He's pretty much a regular now. He's our kind of Canadian correspondent. Oh, that's hard to say with one tooth missing, I'll tell you. But anyway, let's speak about it, shall we? It's of course Andrew, aka Brickin Brood. Hello, mate.
Hey, everybody. What can I say? I was really excited when I saw the panel. I just I couldn't wait. I came an hour earlier. I was just like, I'll just sit here and wait and in the dark by myself.
He was like, blimey, yeah. And then, do you know what the irony was? He got in about 10 seconds before the stream started. But there we go. You sound great. Can you hear us okay, Andrew?
Yeah, definitely. No, it looks good. It sounds good.
Right.
So I figured out the microphone issues there, so should be rocking and rolling now.
All right, it's Bluetooth. It's a funny old thing. It really is.
Well, here,
yeah, press it
all
again.
Right, so the mute works. All right, okay, cool. Remember last time I was hitting the mute and it wasn't working, and
it wasn't. No, but knowing you, Mr. Bluetooth over there, you probably had it paired to your wife's computer or something like that. Like you did earlier on.
I know. We had to hit the forget, so we're good to go now.
All right, good man. Forget. Oh yeah, but if that life was that easy. All right. Anyway, Andrew, great to have you here. Now, whatever you do, right, grab your passport, right, because you're the one that's got to go. You got to go across the Atlantic here.
Let's do it.
So anyway, where would you like to go? We've got Gallifrey, or we've got the place that's lower than a snake's belly, in a location they call Southampton. Where would you like to go?
Well, Gallifrey sounds pretty interesting. I don't know if I've heard that before. Is that
Gallifrey? Have you heard of a character goes by Disney Plus has actually just acquired the rights to show this show as well, called Doctor Who.
Ah, there we go. I was gonna assume it had something to do with Doctor Who with All right.
He is
Let's
indeed.
bring him
All
on.
right, and that means he's never watched it in his life, but he knows all about
No.
it. Anyway, blue telephone box. All right. Well, anyway, what can I say? This guy is he has got. I mean, he gives David Tennant's hairstyle a run for his money. He really does. Honestly, folks, he's got his hair. He's actually sharper, right, than a wire brush that I've got in my garage. It really is. It's our good friend he's literally he's like my new partner, my partner in crime for when I'm doing my build streams is of course Gaza, aka Minifig Who.
Hello.
How you doing?
My,
Sorry, the hair thing. I've got to show you guys here. That is, I mean,
a bit tall.
that was a hell of a transplant you had there. It really was.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's actually a hedgehog I just kidnapped off the side of the road and just stuck it on my head.
If he turns around, you'll see his face.
Yeah, this is his other end. Yeah. So.
As long as you haven't fed him for 6 hours or so, you'll be fine. Anyway, what a profound.
Thanks for that. What an image.
Right, anyway, we also got we've got Dave saying, "Hey Gaza, how you doing?" Ruler. Hey Miss Amby. Well, that means we've got Miss Amby out there somewhere as well. Where are you, Miss Amby? I can't see you. I tell you what, who we have got though. I genuinely can't see Miss Amby. Miss Amby, good to see you anyway. You got Danny Dyer out there as well. Danny Dyer. Hello, me China. When you go to date, brew, I got some proper naughty Lego, lad. I love a bit of Danny Dyer. And genuinely, Danny Dyer does talk like that. I know Danny Dyer as well. Strange but true. It really is. Brick Von Baron. Hello there, Greg and friends. Good to see you. And we've got Miss Amby. There you are, Miss Amby. Hey, everyone. How you doing, Miss Amby? How's the weather up north, Miss Amby? It's been dreadful here in the UK today. Just wondering. Anyway, hope everybody does stay safe. It's sunny skies out there today, which made a nice change. Now, talking to sunny skies, the part of the UK that did get absolutely battered, and I'm not talking about the batter that you get at a fish and chip shop, folks. I'm talking about the weather. Is of course Southampton. So by default, guys, we're going to go to Southampton next.
Let's go Southampton. That sounds good.
No, not Southampton. It's Southampton.
Southampton.
South. You got to say it like the Southamptons say it, especially this one as well. Anyway, let's bring them on, folks. They are, of course, the peeps that brought us the podcast, and of course their awesome Sunday night live stream on YouTube is of course the Brick Pods, and here they are. How you doing?
Hello, just Brick Bod right now, but it'll be Bods soon, I'm sure.
It will be. Is Ian's putting the kids to sleep yet?
Yeah, he's not putting them to sleep. That's controversial.
Well, I don't really quite like that though.
Yeah, he's putting them to bed.
All right, Carrie. Carrie. I've got a little bone.
Oh no!
You. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do it. Come on. The walk of shame. Dun 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 dun. dun. There it is. There he goes.
There you go.
That could have ended badly.
You're blocking out the view.
Blocking out the view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. Lots of minifigure heads.
That's it. It's not a movie. I can't tell what they are, but anyway, I'm sure they're very good. You never know, folks. There might.
It's like that really annoying jigsaw puzzle.
Oh, yeah,
impossible to do.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's ridiculous. That is. So anyway, let's go around the panel, see how we're all doing. Then we'll start with the
before we start. I gotta know, Ian. What was the story tonight? What were you reading?
Yeah, good. That's a good shout.
So you read Carbonell, Talia, and then Haley had Little Miss Neat, and then Katie the Candy Cane Fairy.
Yeah, which is obsessed with.
Yes.
So. Even though it's not Christmas yet. Apparently
awesome.
Halloween finishes.
Christmas yet.
Christmas, so.
Yeah. Have you been on social media this week? Like for the last 30 hours, it's like Christmas has started. Like I almost feel in my head I'm behind putting the Christmas tree up already.
Yeah, you are. Get to it.
All right, Mum. I will. Just before I do though, I just got to show this off. Look, Minark said LC196. It goes not around this evening, sadly. Can I say what an awesome panel though? Much love, always, Greg and friends. Dude, that's really kind of you. It really is. Because Minark's actually a member as well, which I always appreciate. And being such a super guy, I think Minark, this one's rather fitting for you.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
just cannot believe it. I cannot believe it at all. I cannot believe it that people in America talk like this in the 70s, Jang. What's that all about? It really, it's a thing. It really was a thing. I even said to Shai I could work on the accent and then talk like it when I come to Chicago next year. But apparently it's a bad idea. I don't know. It's one of my favorite accents.
I mean, if you do it, just be sure to record it.
Yeah, no, I will. I with a body cam so people don't attack me. What can I say? Actually, it's actually painful to laugh, Jack. So don't make me laugh too much, please. Anyway, where was we? Brick pods. We were talking about the brick pods. So we're talking about books that I've never even heard of before. So they obviously don't have many pictures in them. So anyway, otherwise, how's your week been? How's the weather been for you guys? Has it been not too bad? Because you're quite in there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I think we were all expecting like schools to be closed and it to be terrible. And there were quite a lot of schools closed, but just not the one that we have to go to.
Yeah.
So, and I think it kind of just passed us by. So we were fine.
Yeah.
A couple of things blown away, but not like plant pots. We can live with that.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah. So and otherwise, what about in the world of Lego? The podcast would have come out last night. It always comes out on a Thursday.
Yeah, podcast was out last night.
What was it? What's this week's one about?
We were talking about modulars and goats and cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh, cardboard. Okay, all right. As in boxes, or because
because we've now got the pad boxes, cardboard pad boxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They're good. I like them. I'm a big fan. Has anyone else on the panel actually seen them and used them?
Not yet, no.
No, not actually using them. We're all sad because we're not getting the discount anymore for the refill.
Yeah, they're not encouraging you to reuse the boxes. You don't get any discount for reusing them.
Oh, that I'm surprised because I was told when I went there, because I actually went to the ones that were pioneering it in the UK, and they said that they was going to honour that, but that's not the case. So obviously that's changed.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. That's like that doesn't really make sense to me.
No.
It's a little stealthy price increase on pad, essentially.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I'm going to keep the boxes in good shape, and take them back and still and request that I still reuse them. I will ask them anyway. I don't know if that's the thing. Oh, you surprised me there. That's proper left field for me, that one, because I really didn't really think that was going to be the case.
The boxes fold for easy reuse, like over and over again.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope so. I think I've still got them here. Let me just see. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they come flat packed, so they should unflat pack re-flat pack. That's the word.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're not like.
Is that English, Carrie?
No, it wasn't. It was a variation on English.
She's fluent in Japanese, everybody. Not that you would realise it.
Wouldn't go that far.
Oh, come on. This is, she's, but yeah. What was the word you were struggling with a couple of weeks ago on your podcast? I was laughing my head off. Familiarity. That was it.
No, no, I can't remember. I don't think it was familiar. Or maybe it was familiar. Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah,
love it. But yeah, there we go. Here's the box. So let's. What's the word that Carrie used? Reflappable, was it, or something?
Reflat packable.
Oh, reflat packable. Oh, there we go. This is
it's a new term.
Live demo.
There we go. Okay. I don't know. I'm losing patience.
You just say
squishable.
Squishable.
Oh, I can definitely squash it into place. I would have thought that would come up like that. There we go.
This is kind of painful to watch.
All right.
Yeah. No pressure.
There you go. I've done it. There we go. Right. Okay. I've done it. They are, as Carrie would say, reflappable.
That's not what I said, but we'll go with it.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Your hearing goes when you get old.
It is actually. Can you talk louder into this one for me, please? Anyway, all right, guys. So we can still use the old pad cups or jugs, as we like to call them.
You can use the old pad cups until I think the end of January, they say, and then those are out as well. Yeah. So all the trial basis stuff that we heard is not actually true.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it. They've gone back. I'm a bit surprised by that, actually, because that's. I mean, you actually get less in them, so I thought they would have been more up for that, personally. But That's interesting. All right, that's going to become news as it kind of goes along. Chris, did you say that you've actually tried them out as well?
Yeah, I got a chance to try them out. I like that they're rectangles. I think it makes it easier to pack stuff. It's a shame to hear about the no reusability thing. I feel like that goes against the whole idea as to why these are in existence, but it may differ from store to store because I did hear different things from different stores. But yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty nice. I like the shape better than the cups, to be honest. And it's nice that they hold pretty much the same volume. I think a little bit more actually than the cups when I was testing it out with like little studs. So yeah, I think they're cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit of a traditionalist. Even when I kind of get these boxes, I still want to put like the smallest part down first. I kind of miss that. It's a tradition, isn't it? When you want to kind of maximize the amount of Lego that you put in them and stuff like that. But no, it's one of those things. I'm interested to see if that maybe will change from store to store. I'm gonna go. I'm on a mission next Wednesday to Leicester Square, so I'll definitely be speaking to a few bods there and asking them their thoughts on that. Jesse's Brick Galaxy says we redecorated, I should say, the Model RR museum last night. Winter is coming. I'd imagine that would look amazing, Jesse. Jesse, send me some pictures so I can show them off next week. If it's work that you've done, my friend, I know it will be good stuff. Brick HQ is out there. Says the whole point of the boxes is to recycle them. Yeah, this is a story brewing. This will be a reflat pack, a Swedish term to ask for a refund. That is actually quite cool. I like that. You read it on the terms and conditions for IKEA. You really do. You need good glasses though to see it. Evening, guys, says the Bricketeer. And hey, Trevor, says Brickstage Pass. And Trevor's videos out there says, hey, to go fellas, hope you are both well. Hope you are as well, Trevor. And I'll get back to you on your message maybe tomorrow. But yeah, hope all is good with you, my friend. Otherwise, Brick and Brute is saying, that's Andrew. He says, hey there, Craigster. Trevor's vids to go. Lots of love out there for everyone tonight. And talking about lots of love as well, folks. If you want to show us that love, if you want to commit to it, the relationship. Sorry, I'm going way too deep there. Pull me back, Jang, quick. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up before my next tooth falls out. And while you're around there, while you're hovering in that vicinity that they call a description, do us a little favor. Check out everybody who's in the panel tonight. You'll find all their details down there in the description, of course. Just click on a link and then you see what they're all about. Now, someone else we need to find out what he's been all about at the moment, because he looks really careful. He's having a little sip of his Starbucks coffee, and then he adds about, on average, 11 Lego pieces. I've been counting, and then he has another little sip, sits back, admires his handiwork, right? Looks at the camera, and then starts all over again. Twiddles his mouse as well, just to make sure his boss thinks that he's actually doing something. So on that bombshell of an introduction, Shai, how you been? What you been up to this week?
Why do you always flatter me so well?
I don't know, mate. It's because I'm going to meet you next year, and I want to give you a big hug and stuff like that. I can't wait for it.
No, but yeah, I've been great. Not trying to segue or anything, but having the modular move up a month kind of messed everything up scheduling wise for videos. Yeah. So, but aside from that, I'm just happy, enjoying life. Work-life balance is great. Family's great. Everything else is great. I'm doing well. Thank you, my friend. Dude,
that's I'm really happy to hear that as well. Yeah, it's important. It really is. You just enjoy. You're kind of in the groove of happiness.
Yes,
which is a really nice place to be. It really is. And I've been listening to your podcast as well. The most recent one I listened to is
there's only 2 episodes, so
but then Holly, I haven't got around to listening to the other ones yet. Obviously, the other one, Holly was the one I listened to. Learned lots about my Apple Watch during that one as well. Thank you very much. And the fact that if I do come back over to go to Disney, I need to remortgage my house most likely as well.
Oh, you did watch it? Okay.
Oh, dude, I wanted to do so many comments in that. I never know where to comment on these things, because like the Brick Pods, you guys do your podcast, right? Where do you want people to put comments on it?
You stick them wherever you like.
All right, fair enough. Next time I see you, I'm going to write on your forehead.
Stick your comments wherever you want, Greg.
Can you even leave comments on Spotify and things like that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think it's a thing you can do, but you
can do it on Spotify. There's comment sections in there.
Oh, I should probably go check that there's no comments.
You should do. What about you, Shai? Have you got a preference on what platform we pop our little comments on?
YouTube.
YouTube.
I don't really
right. He's all about the algorithm. This game.
Yeah,
really is.
If you want to write 50 things in the comment section, I'm not gonna say don't stop commenting. Write 50 things. I'm totally happy about this. Spotify, I don't care. I mean, it's really like hard. Like I don't really look at that all the time. It is a good basis though when looking at like I guess you would say retention rate, because people go to when you go to Spotify, your intentions are to listen to something in a long form. Like that's you're intending to see later. You want to listen to someone speak for an hour and a half. Whereas on YouTube, when you click a thumbnail, like you don't know what you're really looking at, especially if it's like being pushed out to the masses. So comment on YouTube because that helps the algorithm on that side. Okay, that goes on my regular channel too.
I love it. No, honestly, dude, I like your setup, and I'm liking the one-to-one as well.
Yeah,
I would love to do that. I really would.
Well, I got you in Chicago, so don't worry about it. We're gonna do it.
No, I can't wait. I'm genuinely excited just for that. If anything, and it's. I just want. Do you know what I want to do? I just want to have a room, 2 big, really cozy sofas that look very different, that are probably very worn. A table in the middle, right? Maybe a sideboard for each person or something like that. You know, so just got a glass of water on or something like that, and all mic'd up and just chat. That's all I'd like to do. Talk about anything, to be honest. I got the names of what I want to call it and everything. I just need that other person.
It's talking to someone in person is such a different vibe. Like when we have this conversation that we're having right now, it's very, like we're taking turns. We're trying to be polite. Like there's some sort of like mode of communication going on. When you're doing it in front of someone,
we call it etiquette.
Oh yeah, the etiquette.
In
but when you're actually speaking to a person via face to face, the conversation is so generic. It can literally go anywhere, and that's literally where the past 2 episodes were. There were talking points, but it was really just whatever came to our heads, and we just ended up speaking for an hour, and we would look down at our watches like, oh, we're already at an hour. Time to end this. And
Holly was talking at pace as well. Like you were going. It was brilliant. It really was. It was because the conversation flowed, and you had quite a few. There was about 4 different conversations on the go there, and you went.
It was not consistent whatsoever.
It really was. Yeah, inconsistent, just like Holly, the way she uploads videos.
Oh wow!
I listened to that properly. I really did.
You did. But that is my happy place. That is my like the although it's like a tiny little fraction of what happens in comparison to my actual channel, like as far as views, engagement, or anything like that, I am truly in my happy space.
Yeah.
In the middle of those conversations. So nice. It's really invigorating with like content creation. So
it's about we are gregarious folks. We really are. And there's loads of us, including myself. I actually quite like being on my own sometimes and do my thing. But I am gregarious by nature, gregarious by name, and I like to be amongst people. I really do. I love the energy. It's a good vibe. So good stuff, Shai. Really lovely to hear as well. So I'm super pleased for you, dude. Someone I'm always super pleased to get on here is, of course, Andrew, Mr. Bricking Brood. Andrew, I didn't look at the schedules this week, but did you? Have you for this week? Have you put into account that the American time zone changes as well?
No. So I technically didn't, but it was only posted on Good Morning Brick World on Sunday. I didn't actually put it up on my Instagram this week. I didn't change much from last week. So, So that's one of the reasons why I was an hour and a half, an hour early, because I was looking at the wrong schedule.
God, could you imagine if time zones changed by half hours? That would ruin the world. We'd just go into a black hole of time.
I think in Newfoundland, they're 30 minutes different, right?
Yep. Who's 30
Newfoundland?
No.
In Canada, Newfoundland, I think they're a half hour off of the Atlantic time.
No way. Is that's really a thing?
I've got
feeling that there's like a small territory of New Zealand, which is the only place in the world that has a 45-minute difference on their time zone.
Why?
Yeah.
Why, Ian? Why?
They just wanted to be a little bit special.
Yeah.
Just going to
For the
confuse
memes.
everything.
It's gotta be. That is ridiculous. I can't believe that.
I mean, technically, we have a state amongst our 50 states that wants to do their own thing. It's called Arizona. They sometimes go on Mountain Time, and then sometimes they're on Pacific Time.
Yeah, there's a county in Texas that just goes, no, we're going to use the time zone from the state next to us.
God bless America. Honestly, why would you even do that? There we go. Brickseed's out there as well. He's from down under New Zealand. Richard, why would they do that? Why is there somewhere in New Zealand that does that? Have they got strange animals there or something like that? Is it like a is it like something out? What was that program used to be on? Lost, wasn't it? The Bermuda, is it some sort of Bermuda Triangle thing kicking off down there? I don't know. But anyway, otherwise, how's your time zone at the moment, Andrew? And more importantly, how are you?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good. We just had a Halloween, and then it was absolutely freezing at night, and then the next morning we had just snow covered the whole the ground. But it's gone now. It's about 12 degrees now, so it's warmer now. But
oh wow.
Yeah, I wasn't quite ready for that, waking up in the morning after Halloween. But I'm planning a date night with my wife tonight, and we're going to do our first escape room. We've never done one before. Has anyone ever done anything like that in the panel?
Yeah, I love escape
rooms. Yeah,
too much fun.
Oh wow! What was your sort of experience of doing an escape room, Carrie?
So we've done a couple. The best one we did, we had to go through like a cupboard to get actually into the room, but it was then a tiny space the other side of the cupboard. So like there's 6 of us maybe, all just like squished in this space. And we're just like, please solve this mystery as quickly as we can so we can get into the main room. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
They had like little remote controlled cars and pea shooters and stuff. It was
I see
really
cars. I love them. Oh, I love that.
Then we did one which was dinosaur themed.
Yeah.
So kind of like a Jurassic Park kind of style thing. And at one point you go into a room and then, there's some loud noises and this like dinosaur puppet is meant to kind of come out of the ceiling to scare you. So afterwards, the guy had to apologize because he went to open the cupboard where the dinosaur puppet is and the handle came off his hand and he just couldn't open the cupboard.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It wasn't as scary as it was meant to be. But I was quite relieved about that. To be honest, so.
Oh, that's quite funny. What about you, Chris? What was your kind of experience like? Was it themed as well?
I love escape rooms. I feel like my friends and I do one like once a month or something, like maybe even multiple times a month. We are big escape room fans. So
oh wow, I'm gonna try.
It's so fun, yeah.
Guys, have you ever done one? Because I think they do one in the London Dungeons, which it's that would be quite hair raising actually. Have you ever done one?
No, not yet. Although I do want to do one. I think there's one local. I think, but it might have closed down. But either that or we'll just do one next time down Southampton as well. So I just invite myself when the bods are going.
Yeah, well, this is really weird. I only did one about 3 weeks ago with Lego. The Lego we're doing a thing in Shoreditch in East London called the Superpower Academy. And so I went to that, and it was like four escape rooms. There was like a forest zone, a spaceship zone, which was really good, by the way. You're in a room, right? Probably twice the size of this cabin, and you've got OLED monitors all around it, and it's all stars kind of moving, and you do get you get the sensation of motion. It was really good, Jang, and there was all sort of things you could play with in there, and I built a spaceship. It was awesome. It was like I was like, this is pretty much my first ever mock, and I was hoping we could take it home with us, but anyway, we had to put it into something. It was all part of the story, but it was very good, and it was great to be a part of it. It was with the kids. It was amazing. It really was. And I'm sure some of those kids went to drama school as well. They were like really good, really into it. And the actors, that's the thing, the actors and the actresses that were there as well, they really made it feel super real. And even I was a bit like, cool, come on, Greg, you got to leave your inhibitions behind. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty cool on that sort of thing. But even I was like, God, I just didn't know what to expect. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. And talking of amazing things, Cody's out there. He says, "Death to time change." It would be good. The world would be so much easier if we did have time zones, but I guess we have to have it for some reason or another. But anyway, death to time zones, and what about death as well to ATs or otherwise walkers? I don't know what they're called. But anyway, Cody, this is for you.
Detach cable. Cable detached.
Voila. Thank you for that, Cody. That's really, really cool of you. Gary's out there as well, all the way from Ireland as well, which is pretty cool because they're in the same time zone as us, which is jolly damn good. We're back to GMT now. BST, literally about maybe 104 hours ago. But yeah, we're into proper winter time now. It's dark now at 5 o'clock in the evening. Gaz, tell us a little bit about your week. And did you manage to automatically change the clocks okay on the TARDIS? Because we're getting a lot of Doctor Who news at the moment, mate.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be. I think it's been like something every day since November started. So I don't mind. It's really good. It's good fun. So yeah, there's lots of stuff happening on that side. Yeah, I think there's what was it? We had some little new shorts that they've put out on the 1st. Then yesterday they announced. That's right. They announced that they're going to recolorize a black and white episode for the first time, which is fantastic. Like the first ever Dalek story.
So that would be William Hartnell, wasn't it? Was
yes,
the original?
That's right. Yeah, I think it's literally the second story in the whole show. Because they can't do the first one because they're not allowed to put that one up at the minute. So there's some sort of legal thing there. And then today, they just released some covers for some novelizations of the specials that are going to be on in a couple of weeks. So yeah, it's every day. Yay, November.
This is good, man. This is good. The thing is, right, Jang, I know you like your sci-fi. I love Star Wars. I really do. I'm not sure Disney loves Star Wars, but I love Star Wars. Where's the plan? Do you know what I mean? No, I think they're doing okay. They're doing okay. And what else we got out there? We've got Battlestar Galactica. Would love a Lego a Viper. I think they call them the ships from that. That'd be good.
Yeah.
You know, and that always begs the question: what would win, an X-wing or a Viper? That would be a good one. Because they're very. I don't know. I think they'd give you. I think it'd be a great face-off between them. But then what other ones we got? Oh, we got June. We got that new set that's coming out. Chris, can I just say something? I think Lego missed a trick there. They should have had that set come out in June, because to say there's a June set coming out in June would be so funny to have watched people just get their tongue around that. It would have been quite funny. Just saying. But yeah, and then of course, yeah. So I don't know. Doctor Who's definitely up there. Jang, do you ever watch Doctor Who? Maybe, or I don't know. It's kind of hidden
only barely. It used. I don't know what the program was on public broadcasting here in the States. There was a program that we watched just before Doctor Who all the time. So I've got this one particular era of theme music that's stuck in my head always for my life. Never actually watched the show, but it was one of the really, really heavy synth guitar, like mid to late 80s, just really, or a bass. You know, it's just it's such a jam. But yeah, I never actually watched the show though.
They've got a really good tune. They really have. And you know what? Someone, this guy down here, sent me an orbital remix today of said tune as well. But yeah, no, I love it. Really that's good. Chris, what about you? I mean, I really dig Doctor Who. I love the Peter Cushing era, but that doesn't exist for some reason in the Whoverse. But what do you ever watch it, Chris? Because you watch it.
I was obsessed with Doctor Who growing up. I would watch not only like the new Who, but also I would watch the older ones as well. And so when Lego did Doctor Who for Dimensions and for Ideas, I was freaking out. I actually I even did some artwork when they posted it on the Lego Dimensions page. I was so obsessed with that. I was very sad to hear that they were planning, I think, a Missy fun pack for Lego Dimensions. But all of Dimensions got canned and never came to be because I really wanted more Doctor Who Lego. But yeah, I'm a huge fan. Probably like every time I play Lego Dimensions, I only play as the Doctor, and it's
yes,
that's cool. Like I say, folks, I've got depending on how it goes, because this new modular coming out is like what Shai said. It's kind of messed up my timeline really for doing certain things, the schedule and stuff. And somewhere in and around the 3 weeks of the Doctor Who stuff coming out, I want to build the Lego Doctor Who ideas set because I think it's about time that I put and it's something that's very Londony. Bit like Harry Potter, really, when you think about it. There's a lot of London stuff in that. Do that. All right. Well, guys, sounds like you've had a terrific week. Definitely. Stuff coming. I'm looking forward to that.
And I say that set's only been out since 2015, so you're doing all right with it. So
you know what? I actually got it secondhand. Jang, I don't know if you ever buy secondhand stuff. I bought this one secondhand because the guy on eBay couldn't sell it as brand new because it was unsealed, and that was it. He showed me all the bags. The bag that weren't actually anything like that. He just said, I can't sell it as new because it's unsealed, and I was like, that's fine to me. That's as good as new. So I was like, well, get it. So it's secondhand, not really unsealed, but it was still new. I was confused. I got that to go. So I'm looking forward to that. Jang, you look like a guy that likes Lego ideas. Have you ever built maybe the Fossil set or maybe even the Doctor Who set?
Yes. Let's see. I think since they changed from Kuso, I don't think I've missed. Have I missed any of the ideas? I don't think so. Usually trying to stay on top of that.
Yeah, interestingly, the last I think I learned this from your channel. You can learn a lot from watching Jang. Honestly, folks, you really can. You had, I think you mentioned it. It was the last named, the one that the previous name to Lego Ideas was Kuso, wasn't it, or something like that? Yeah. And I think that was a time machine in the form of what's it called? The DeLorean.
Oh yeah.
Was that the last one? It'd be good if they did a few more time machines. But is there any particular Lego idea sets that do stick out in your mind that you really like?
Was the Treehouse through ideas? Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
I still have that built. I don't have it on display or anything. I just have it built. It's one of those that's just so elegant and just brings me so much core joy. I just couldn't bear to take it apart. I have to take apart almost everything that I buy and build to review, just because there's just so much, and there's no way that I could keep everything. But
you consume yours into your city, though. I'd imagine, anyway. Is that kind of how you do it? You kind of have the set, you then deconstruct it.
Yeah, for the first half or so of my Lego journey, as an adult, at least the people have seen, I would take everything, break it down, and sort everything out and start turning it into customs. These days, I can't keep up with that just because Lego, they release so many sets per year, and the prices have gone up significantly. So a lot of stuff these days does have to get resold.
Yeah, and quite rightly so. I mean, the figures, for example. I mean, let's talk about that for a second. I had a theory that the goat could potentially. I mean, they're expensive, those goats, and they could take a knock on. But then the new ones are quite different. The rumor is, anyway, that they're quite different. So,
what are you talking about? Rumor?
Yeah,
we have a new goat.
That's what I said. Why did no one make a fuss about this one? He's so cute as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
perfect.
Has he got
it's adorable.
He's from the new Wish sets.
Yeah. Good sweater, smile, space to put a bow and everything.
But no one made a fuss about that one. So
no, but Harry, what did I message to you first thing Monday morning? I said, do yourself a favor and get that video out that you was going to talk about.
But the leak had already happened at that point.
Yeah, I know the leak, but we're theorising about leaks, folks. That's what it is. We're talking about a leak and attack. But the thing, it doesn't matter though. It was in the people's minds. So anyway, so there's that. I think the consensus of what I was talking about on Instagram was that the price would probably stay high of the current one, and the new one would be low. I thought the leading question then, and definitely interested to know what you think about this, Jang, is with the Marvel CMF series, the boxes, how can I put it? And they got annihilated. It was literally, what's it going to be when people want to get hold of a goat? What's going to happen there, Jang?
The same thing again.
I think it's going to be even worse.
It's going to happen until they change. They're going to change. Yeah. The box situation is a disaster. Everybody saw it come in. I'm actually happy to see, because sometimes companies that are a little hard-headed or a little bit just out of sync with reality just need to be smacked in the face with reality. So I hope that people will continue to post these pictures, and more importantly, the loss numbers from retail partners will speak for themselves, and they'll.
That's it, because you can't weigh them. I mean, that was the thing. That would have been actually quite a good one to weigh, but that ain't going to happen. I mean, for a start, really, is it really practical to walk around with scales? You know what I mean? It is a bit weird. I don't know. But anyway, away from Lego, how are you anyway in general, Jang? I mean, we've seen you, 6 months, something like that. It's been a while. How's things? I think you seem like Shai. Must be something in the water in your area. You seem just a little bit more mellow, a little bit happier.
Definitely, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad that comes through. Over the past 2 months or so, I've taken 2 full weeks off. The first one, I think, what was it, like maybe June or July or so? It was summertime. It was the first time I took a week off in, to my calculations, about 15 years. And that was a charity. We did a charity fundraiser for Stand Up to Cancer, and one of the big, super ridiculous, never going to hit it stretch goals was to force me to take a week off, and the community obliterated that, and it really helped me with basically starting the process, I would say, of healing my mental state about myself, the things that I can control in life. Obviously, there's craziness in the world. And for content creators, we've got our platforms that can, drive us nuts and give and take away and everything. But, to the best of your ability, you've got to try to control the variables that you have access to the knobs to, and just kind of changing the mental state of realizing that, I do want to have time. Just the realization, I do want to have time when I'm not stressed. I do want to have time, and I think I deserve time when I'm, not rushing to get the next piece of content out. I do deserve to have time, even as a full-timer, to take time off. And it's really just kind of just slightly just changed my, my navigational calibration in life a little bit back towards being a little bit more normal and human, because 10 years primarily on YouTube, it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you. I've had a lot of major ups and downs.
Yeah,
but I definitely in a better space.
If you look back at yourself, because I listen to a lot of things, only because I don't know, just listen to you, put YouTube on, pop it in your pocket, and I listen to stuff, podcasts, and your reviews come across really nicely, actually, because you're perfectly descriptive in your reviews, and because of that, I can listen to you, and I know exactly what I'm looking at just by the way you describe it, which is awesome. And I can't do that with too many reviewers, because they just don't describe. They don't kind of feel the sound with the color of for imagination and thinking about what I'm looking at. So I listen to it. So I've kind of felt you feeling better because you sound brighter in your voice, and that's just something I've picked up on, and certainly 100% with Shai, with him and his new podcast as well. So it's really like super nice to hear. And Jang, everyone deserves a break. They really do. I heard a phrase the other day, which is kind of a bit of a take on the phrase "work hard, play hard," which of course it's fine. You could do that when you're in your 20s. There's no problem with that at all. But I heard someone say work hard and relax hard, and then. I honestly say, I say it all the time, the most luxurious thing you can do in this world, in this life that we all have, on this blue ball that we live on, is to do nothing. That is the most luxurious thing. Let the world spin and you just stand still, sit still, lay still, whatever you want to do, and just be yourself with your thoughts. And I tell you what, the time flies, and it's cheap and it's lovely. It really is. But it's kind of been good to do that, and I'm certainly trying to be a bit healthier as well, Jang. I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, and what I found that coexists with losing weight is actually sleeping a little bit more, and kind of having a little bit of more of a regime of when I go to bed and stuff like that, and I just find it really helpful, and I feel more energized and actually happier. So it's well-being. It's an important thing, folks. And you definitely have to look after yourselves because no one else will ultimately. But anyway, talking of peeps and well-being and stuff like that, someone who always makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside is Larry Legend. Good to see you, Larry. Hope all is good with you, my friend. And of course, we've got the brilliant More and More out there. He's got a great voice, and I can't wait to. I'm gonna be on his show one day soon, folks. It would have been this weekend, but at the moment, right? When I messaged, I think it was Tuesday night. I said, More. I know I'm due to be on Saturday, but I've got to have an extraction on Thursday. And I'm going to end up looking more like Quagmire during Wednesday, which I did. I actually look like Quagmire, at least on one side, anyway. A bit more Marlon Brando Popeye. Take your pick out of them at the moment, folks. But anyway, enough about my cheeky cheekness. Chris, how you doing? How's your collection going? Have you got the Guinness World Record yet?
I'm doing good. I have not gotten around to sending Guinness in a video of me counting every set, which they want me to do to prove that I've got the amount I say I do, which is something I will do maybe when I move out of here and kill two birds with one stone. But I'm doing great. It's good to be here. And I just got to say, I mean, this is so surreal. I've never actually gotten a chance to meet JANGBricks ever. And it's so cool to actually be on the same podcast with you because I feel like if you didn't exist, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I wouldn't be here right now. And you were honestly I know you probably get this a lot, and I don't want to derail things, but I feel like you've been such an inspiration to me. And I remember watching your videos when I was even in middle school and high school because I was growing up and I was into Bionicle and into Hero Factory. And you were the first and probably the only Lego YouTuber I watched, and I've been following you for many years. So it's very cool that you're here, and it's very nice to meet you. And it was such a cool surprise to see you also pop up on the guest list, and I was honestly freaking out. Thank you for making this happen. I mean, honestly, everyone, like, this is so cool.
Oh no, it's really cool, man. I mean, Chris, Jang's always welcome on here, and as the years go on, Jang always gives me some different platform to connect to about. And Jang, I've got to say, you're just as slow on any platform when I'm trying to contact you, but I do actually have the pleasure to chat with him most weekends and stuff like that because I'm a patron as Jang as well. And Jang is one of my, and Jang, we're not picking you up here, but you are genuinely, honestly, you're certainly one of my favorite Lego YouTubers. You really are. Love you to bits, and even being a member is even so much good value for me because I actually feel like I kind of know you and the peeps in the chat as well, and I kind of learn a little bit about you and what you're into and stuff like that, and it's all very cool stuff. So Jang, and I knew Chris was going to get enjoy the fact of being on the panel as well, which is cool, and we all do. So we'll kind of, it's a good place to be, and I hope you lovely lot out there enjoying this. And if you are, even if you're watching this back, in, I don't know, 2028 or 2025, by which time we've probably had about 10 more modulars out by then. Do us a little favor, give us a thumbs up, because you know it makes sense. Chris, of course, you're on TV. You're a TV celebrity in America, because you are. You're smashing it, literally. Tell us a little bit about where you're at, because we've had boats, cats, volcanoes, sounds, which is a weird one. Circuit de la Say, I think that's how you say it. And so, what was this week's one that you guys were doing? Because we're a couple of days behind everything that happens, because we don't actually get to watch the TV show here yet.
Yeah. No, I mean, this week was it was an object recreation challenge, and I'm actually a little bit. I feel like I really wish I'm a little torn on this one, because they had a lot of small objects around the room, and I feel like I can really potentially build something that's a good one-to-one replica of something like this big, which is what most people did. But instead we went for like a giant chair, like a big leather red chair, and it was a one-to-one recreation. We had 10 hours, and I think it was a hard episode for us. I woke up and I was actually sick. I was running a fever, so if you watch the episode, my nose is bright red the entire time, and they were like, "It's not COVID, you're on. It's as long as it's not COVID."
Yeah,
so we're not wasting a second of time. So I was like blowing my nose. I was not, but we pulled it off. We finished the chair. It doesn't look that good, but we were able to we survived another week, so that's what's matter. It was a very
that is good, and believe me, you feel even worse if you hadn't. But so was the chair like real life size chair? Did someone actually sit on it? Because someone always seems to sit on chairs.
Yeah, well, Will Arnett sat on it, and sat in it with great force. So it was very, very cathartic to me to see something that I had stressed about for 10 hours just get absolutely obliterated. Because I wanted that chair destroyed ASAP. But no, it was quite interesting. We chose a hard one because it was elevated off the ground and it had to roll on wheels. So I had to actually make a strong base to mount it on wheels and have no center column for the chair. So it was quite an engineering challenge, and it was a detailed challenge as well with hands. But I was very excited for this episode to come out, because I think this was the most entertaining one for us to be on. It was like lots and lots of panic.
It's interesting though. So sometimes when I look back at old pictures and stuff like that, I look at things, I sort of think, I was doing this and that, and this was happening, and all this sort of stuff. Did you watch that thinking, my God, I was doing this with a fever?
Oh yeah, it was very entertaining, because I don't remember a lot of filming that, because I was like I was very out of it for a lot of it. So it was watching it back,
and you still managed to win. Actually, did you win it, or did you just manage to survive? You survived. Okay, you survived it. What does that say about the people that didn't make it? But yeah, at a temperature of 103, and I still beat you. But no, while you're doing it, you wipe your brow and go like that at the same time. Ouch! Cold blood. I'm intrigued though. There does seem to be, right now, the thing. I've watched a few reality shows in my time. Nothing compared to Shai O'Connor. He lives for reality TV. He really does. But everyone seems to really like each other on this series, and that's certainly the vibe I'm picking up. Is that what's your take on that?
I feel like, honestly, I feel like my favorite thing about being on the show is that I feel like I now have this like family of people that I'm really close to in the Lego world. And I mean, I had another contestant, Sam, come over and see the collection, and we hung out in Seattle. And I feel like I've made honestly lifelong friends on the show. And everyone was so amazing, and we all stay in touch. There's a group chat, and I think it's unlike a lot of other. I don't think I would do a reality TV show where people are actively trying to sabotage each other or be nasty. I think the only thing I would ever do is okay, Lego Masters, everyone's pretty friendly with each other. The latest episode actually was really, really nice, because one of the teams wasn't going to finish their build, so a ton of other people came and helped them, which I would have totally done if I also wasn't struggling to finish my own build. But it's honestly a really, really great community. Everyone loves each other, and that's my favorite part about being on it, is I feel like I have so many friends now.
No, brilliant. Because we've had Lewis on as well. Lewis will be on in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
Emily will be. Awesome. Lewis is such a cool guy. He really is. Yeah. He's very down to earth, and he loves coming on this podcast as well. So which is awesome. I'm super lucky.
Awesome.
Emily as well. She's very excited.
Oh, Emily is so
and she'll be
fun.
on again in a couple of weeks too. And boy, I don't know if anyone follows Emily on Instagram, formerly known as the Trade Company. But boy, she's dressed up amazingly well for Halloween. I mean, actually, talking of Halloween, did it? I mean, Ian still looks like he's in his Halloween costume. Carrie, did you dress up at all for Halloween this year?
We did on our stream, and then we wore the same stuff on when we went trick or treating because 2 costumes is a lot of effort.
Yeah, and I'm not joking. Ian was wearing that on the stream last Sunday. I'm sure it was.
So,
I could be. His mask.
This is his standard hoodie. He's got 2 of these. So.
We all have a hoodie, don't we, Jang? We've got. This is my best hoodie. I put my best hoodie on for you, Jang, tonight.
I didn't get the hoodie memo. So.
Anyway, Jang, show us off your one actually, because your one's quite a bit. Yeah, what is that?
I totally grabbed it at random.
Is that donkey? Oh no, it's a goat. It's a goat. Here we go. That
is what it is.
What a coincidence.
Jang looks like he's been down the stream as well. Look at his pecs. Very nice. I like it. Mate. Do you know what? Chris, feed it back. It's about time Lego did a goat. For the love of God, please. If they could do it in 2024, it'd be awesome. Feed it back.
It sure would.
Just tell them. Don't put it in a box. It'll be annihilated. It will be. But anyway, moving on swiftly. So yeah, for Halloween, Shai, come on, you've got kids. Is it Halloween still a thing in America? Because it's taken off here in the UK, that's for sure.
It's always been a thing.
It's the UK. We're a bit behind you guys on that.
Yeah, I mean. But no, yeah, it's the first time I didn't dress up in a long time, just because I was just too busy. But we did take the kids trick or treating in a rich neighborhood and all that kind of stuff, so it was cool. They got a lot of free candy, a lot, more than they can consume in a lifetime.
Wow, I see.
Any Lego handed out?
No Lego, but a lot of Pokemon cards.
Okay,
oh, really?
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely a lot of Pokemon cards here too.
Yeah, I mean, at Costco they sold like where they had the treats for like candy and stuff. They also right next to it have Pokemon cards you can distribute to either trick or treating or during Valentine's Day. The same thing for Valentine's Day. It's actually pretty interesting.
It was a good price. It wasn't too bad. I got
very
cheap.
I mean, there's no like holographs. I mean, they're all like just normal basic cards, but still, it's pretty cool to get for kids, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's not candy. They don't need more candy.
No.
What is it? What is the obsession with Pokemon cards? I mean, am I missing? Like,
gotta collect them all.
What do you do? What do you do, Shai? I know you've had a. I mean, well, I study your podcasts, or so it seems, and you've collected them before and lost them.
Do you not watch my normal channel? You just watch my podcast. How sad.
I like listening to you. What can I say? Tell us a little bit about that. Come on, give us a plug.
Pokemon cards are like a relatively like over 28. When was I in middle school? Like 98. So yeah, they've been around for a very long time. I guess more recent. I mean, it's always been a thing, but I guess more recently with the new generation, it's like really like exploded and like. I mean, it also doesn't help when you have like influencers, like really big ones out there, like flexing Pokemon Charizards as a neck keychain. But
there you go.
Yeah, it's a game that you can actually play, and I see a lot of people play the game, but for other kids like my son, he doesn't care for the game, even though I've tried teaching him, and he just wants to collect all of them. And I'm like, it's not happening.
Yeah. But does he like the artwork, or is he just the fact he likes collecting something?
He likes that his friends really got him into it in like school. So for me, like he struggled reading at first, and for me, it's like incentive to do good in school and or do stuff around the house I need to do, but also it teaches him how to read. Like, because you have these words don't exist in life, so like they're made up words that like hodgepodge together. So he really has to enunciate, every syllable that's being like written out, and he has to pronounce them all correctly. So it's done a lot for his like reading comprehension. That's for sure. Yeah, so I'm all for it.
Dude, I was a very slow developer when it came to reading. I couldn't read till I was like 14. It was only because I picked up a comic one day, and I was like,
yeah.
I love the artwork. That's what I was straight away drawn to, and I was just like, I need to know what they're saying. So I kind of learned to read. and it was really weird, and it took me quite a while to adjust to novels because I wanted the pictures. I wanted to see the artwork. I was always drawn to artwork, and that's why I love these. There's a show on Disney Plus on the Star Wars section anyway, called Visions, and I just love the different artwork that they use. It's so interesting. It really is. I love it. I really do. It's the artworks are just like people. It comes in all shapes and sizes, and yeah, love it. Really, really do. So anyway, let's have a. Well, I want to ask the panel a question. All right, and I want to know, because I put it in the survey today. The survey being, if you had a preference for the release day of the Natural History Museum, what would it be? Would it be January the 1st? 39% of you people would prefer it to be that, or would it be December the 1st? 38% of you would prefer to be that, or 24, where nobody actually cares because they don't collect it, so it doesn't really matter. I'd put that one in there as well, because it can't be one or the other. Chris, let's start with you. Is it a tradition for you to go down to, because I'm sure you've said it in one of your videos before, that you like January the 1st because you go to the Lego store, you buy Modular. What do you think about the shift in dates?
So honestly, I was a little bit sad at first because I do have a lot of fond memories of, as you said, going on January 1st and getting new sets, including the modular. But then, to be honest, the more I thought about it, I feel like it's kind of cool how now December 1st is like the modular day versus January 1st is like the modular is coming out as well as 100 other sets. But now it feels like the modular kind of has almost a special time of its own to get a release. And also, I mean, I love the Ninjago City modulars. They're probably my favorite sets ever. And maybe that could mean that Lego could, say, release a regular modular on December 1st, then release like a Ninjago one in the future, like in a January or something, to kind of space them out a little bit more. So I am all for it, because it also, I think, will be great for Christmas gifts. I'm sure a lot of people would love to get it for Christmas gifts. And it makes sense, since Lego puts out so many sets every year, January 1st anyway, might as well make the modular something special and do it a little early. So that's my thoughts. Okay, no, that's cool. That's kind of like a positive take on it. Jang, what about you? For the last almost 10 years, January the 1st has massively been associated with the day of the modular. What's your thoughts on it shifting?
Yeah, I do feel sorry for folks who have kind of gotten into that that regularity and really have that close association with it. That's an emotional thing at that point, and I respect that. For myself, I think that December 1st makes more sense because of the holidays, and also, like Chris said, getting it away from that January 1 super chat explosion day that already has so many things stacked up on it. I think spacing it out for me, it doesn't matter that much from an emotional perspective, but for folks who've made it a regular thing, I can understand that that kind of that weight of change can hurt.
Yeah, that's cool. That's again a nice way of putting it. Gaz, any thoughts on that? I know you don't. Do you collect? You like modulars though, actually, don't you? Because you like your approach on things is quite different and unique, because you like it because you sort of think, oh, I can use that as a scene. It's almost like in my head, this is how I'm reading this anyway. You see Lego sets as scenes, almost like a stage to show off things, i.e. Doctor Who stuff and things like that. Figures. So I think this new modular.
This one's got loads of possibilities in my head anyway. So, well, it has in general, let's be honest. But no, I actually don't mind. I mean, for someone who isn't as regular collecting them, I mean, it's good from the point of view that it is before Christmas, as you guys have said. And also as well, if you're, in a lug, then you do get a fold day, which is in December, which means, you've maybe got to wait a couple of weeks and then you can get it with, in theory, 15% off. I know sometimes they have sets that aren't included within that little sphere, as it were, of that. But I don't mind it at all. As you say, there is a lot coming out January the 1st as well. So one less thing to push back and get at different times. Fine too.
Follow-up question: Are
Go on.
one or both of the statues already in your mind weeping angels?
Oh, actually, yeah. I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking of some of the other stuff, but see, I'm a bit slow with stuff like that because I've got this thing I'm doing with habitats, and I was just calling them habitats, and then Carrie was like, "Why didn't you call them Hoobitats?" And it's like,
oh, dude, the branding. You got to think about the branding.
I know, right? What's going on? My brain is just mush sometimes. So, but yeah, no. But yeah, so now I might have to borrow your idea. Thanks.
Quick, write it down. 1 hour, 24 in idea.
But I mean, I guess as well, I mean, if you're getting it on December as well, I mean, if you like the tradition of building it on the 1st of January, you still can. I mean, so it's win either way, isn't it? So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is. And, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I got a feeling there's just a vibe that there's going to be something big coming out around that time as well. But why? Anyway, we can't. Obviously, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure next week we'll know all about it, folks. So watch this space. Now, Andrew, you collect quite a lot of modulars. I mean, you got a city in the background there. Tell us, what is the name of your city again?
You know, I don't have one. It's been one of those things. When my last place I lived, I called it Majestic City because I lived on my street was named Majestic. And then someone saw something where like, oh, your street's Majestic. That's why you called it that. And I was like, oh, I kind of don't like that. So I've moved from Majestic now. So maybe I'll go back to Majestic City. I don't know.
Majestic City. Yeah. Or call it New Majestic City. Because you guys in America and Canada, you love taking our names of our cities and just call it. Where did you used to? So imagine the geezers having a chat in the 1800s. Oh, we've got a bit of land here. Well, what should we call it? Well, where did you come from? I lived in York. Let's call it New York. Okay, we call it that then. And that's it. And so, you know, that, at least that's in my head how the conversations probably went back in the 1800s. But yeah, so Majestic's nice, actually. Was it a majestic street that you lived in? Did it live up to
it was really
name?
nice. It was a nice little quaint little town, or quaint little street. It was a cul-de-sac, great neighbors. The school was right behind like that one of the houses, so it was just a walkthrough right to get to drop the kids off at school. It was perfect. So yeah, it was very majestic, I guess you could say.
Oh, very nice. Do you know what? There's actually, I kid you not, right? There is a road. Oh, it's actually a street. Down the road from where I live, and it's called Quality Street. How about that? And it's a row of Victorian houses. It's actually beautiful, but Quality Street. So it's like,
is that where they make the chocolates?
Yeah, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's kind of cool. So, have you got any thoughts on January the 1st to December?
I think Chris and Jang did a really good job explaining there. Like I originally was at first like, oh, I don't think I like this, but when you think about it, it does make more sense. If the option was November 1st, people would want that probably. If it was October 1st, like as soon as possible. So like I just keep cranking them out as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, like people are gonna be able to get it for Christmas. I think I'm there's so many sets coming out, it's crazy. One thing I didn't realize, I thought November 1st we were going to get the Orient Express. Was it delayed? Does anybody know, or was it always going to be later?
It came out in a catalog, didn't it? And that was, I don't know wherever it said November the 1st. I don't remember ever reading that anywhere, but I would imagine we'd get it maybe this year. But then saying that, and this is a weird thing, and this I don't quite understand, is the June, the fact that Lego released the details on the new June sets, or the Orthicopter or something like that it's called. But it doesn't come out till February. And I'm like, I'm sure there's a few things coming out between now and then that we really should be knowing about. But yeah, it's that was interesting. So I don't know. Orient Express, it was and it was
on Jay's blog, it said November 1st on there originally.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I was looking, I Googled it again just to make sure. And that was before November like that. So I don't know if something changed or
Is that in the picture or was that his own commentary?
in his writing for sure. But I thought there was a magazine picture or something that it said November 1st somewhere, but I haven't seen that. I can only go back to writing in people's articles that said that.
Okay, no, I mean, and Jay's part of RFLM and stuff like that, and very good as well. Check it out, folks. He's awesome, really is, as he is, and he'll be on again in a few. I think he's on again in 2 weeks.
Nice.
He's a top guy, and yeah, Jay's Brick Block. Check him out, folks. He's a really top guy. But yeah, so I'm intrigued. Then I'm going to come to Shai last, actually, because unlike me, Shai really does have a city. Well, I have got a city over here, folks. If you looked over here, there is actually a city there. It does exist, but it's not how I want you to see it just yet. But anyway, carrying in, you guys have got a city, and how do you feel about December the 1st as opposed to January the 1st?
No, it's unacceptable them changing things. I will not have it.
Well, the thing is, it ruins the tradition because you go out for your Lugs Christmas meal and you're watching the land members to see how drunk they are to when can you ask them what the modular is. We've lost that now.
That is a good point, actually.
So that's one activity gone from the Christmas meetup. But it seems a weird date to bring it out when they announce it so close to it, because you would normally get people know that the modular is going to come out on the 1st of January, so they get money for Christmas, they save it all together, they go out and buy it. Now, are they going to have run out of them by that point? Because they're not great at keeping stuff in stock, so that's going to be a bit annoying for people. But then the other thing is that it's not in the Christmas catalogue.
Yeah.
If they want to cash in for Christmas, you want it in the catalogue. So this could be that next year they'll announce it earlier so that it can be in the catalogue, and they'll build on it that way. But it's definitely an odd way of doing it.
No one has picked up on that. The fact that it's not in the Christmas catalogue, and it really should have been.
Craig did a really good video on it, and he's the one who mentioned it not being in the catalogue.
I have to watch that. Oh, okay.
It's very confusing.
Yeah. But, I mean, as we said, everyone wants Lego as soon as they can, so it coming out earlier is going to please people.
No.
It's
going to bother me because we don't get it day one, and therefore it's earlier that everyone's going to be ruining all the little bits in it that I don't want to see, and I'm going to have to avoid so many more videos.
Those videos are out; they're already out though.
We can get it sooner to release if we can get it on the December AFOL day. Then it's only going to have been out for a couple of weeks at that point. So if it's in stock and if it's included,
this is the thing. Since I've been into Lego, January the 1st has always been it's the day. Like you watch most reviews going back. Well, for the last 5 years, and it's like January the 1st is modular day. Someone who I think pretty much got all the modulars is Shai. Shai, am I right in saying you've got all the modulars? I'm pretty sure you got the cinema and stuff like that. So
I will have all the modulars in like a day because I was just missing Market and just bought it. So
24 hours out.
Well, okay, so I have a very different opinion about the modular being released in December for selfish reasons. It has nothing to do with why Lego did it. I mean, I feel like in the end, I feel like Lego just moved it up. It wasn't planned to come out December 1st. I feel like just moved it kind of last minute, which is the reason why it's not in the catalog to try to gain as much money as possible, which makes sense, especially when times are not so great. But for me, the only reason why I'm selfish about it is because I was anticipating it coming out January 1st. So I have every year is like the only video for me as a creator that I do on schedule, which is ranking every modular building.
Yeah.
This year I wasn't going to do that because usually I do it with friends. Like last year was Emily and Josh with me doing it. This year I was just going to showcase every modular. I think the only one here that might have them all is Chris. But I was gonna the way because it takes me for a 6-minute video, it takes me weeks to edit it. I'm gonna edit it. It takes me weeks. So now I have to clear out my schedule to get it done as soon as possible. So I had 2 videos that I was currently working on. Now they're just been delayed. So there's a lot of like, logistical stuff that I have to kind of rearrange. And like the modular one is such like a passion video for me that now I have to like mentally prepare to do it. And being around November, Thanksgiving time, and then also the stresses of having to go to the mall on December 1st, which is the worst time to go to the mall, also annoys me, because I like the January 1st going in, because everybody's intoxicated, so they don't go to the mall January 1st. I know how to get into the mall before everyone else, so I'm always like the first person in line. So now it's like, oh, I gotta go to the mall like at 5 o'clock in the morning, because they open the mall early now because it's December. But
an hour early, everything's an hour more now.
But then again, it's my own selfish reasons for wanting it not to be in December.
Oh no, and that's not a problem. Everyone has their own reasons. We've got 7 people on the panel tonight, or 8 actually, if you include Ian. And
yeah, thanks for that.
You're not a person.
Look, what can I say? I'm not going to win a fight against Carrie. Let's face it. So anyway, but it's true. I quite like the tradition of it. It's like one of the. It's like, but I'd rather them move Christmas Day, in all honesty, than move January.
I mean, I am happy they don't have to wait a month to actually play with, or 2 months to actually play with it. Because around this time in previous years, in fact, almost all the time, we'll get a leak at this point, and then everyone in LAN will showcase the actual modular set, and we have to wait until January 1st. So, although the holidays come quickly, it's like I want the new modular now, and I don't want to wait till January 1st. So, like, I am happy in a way that I don't have to wait that long to actually get the set, as opposed to having to wait 2 months.
I was thinking, I don't remember really them leaking the other modulars. The closest they got was the police station. They scheduled the reveal and put police station as a hashtag on it, which told everyone what it was.
I mean, the past like year and a half, 2 years, like once it's leaked, they announce it the next day.
I don't think it's leaked. I think haven't they not announced it the last few years?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think this is the first one I remember seeing it as a leak, because, so as I said, we found out from a drunk LAN member for the boutique hotel the night before it was announced.
You're just ratting out your LAN member. Don't say that.
Folks, if you ever get offered a drink by the Brick Pods, don't take it, because they're after information. That's what it's at.
Yeah, it's got truth serum in or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's odd that maybe it was easier for them to keep it under wraps when the release date was later. Who knows what happened, and whether this was when they were meant to announce it, or whether there were changes because of leaks. I know they do shift stuff around sometimes, and other times they completely ignore leaks and pretend they've not happened.
Well, yeah, but they have to. I mean, there is obviously they've kind of got to. I mean, Cabbage is there saying bring back Lego Con. They're going to do something for Black. What's the matter with Lego Con? It was very good. The second one was actually a lot better than the first one. But next week they're doing a Black Friday. I mean, I don't want to call it Black Friday. It's Black November now. It really is. If your emails or anything to be judged by, and but they're going to do some announcements next week. Apparently, they've got a big set to announce next week as well. Don't know what that might be, but anyway, I'm sure it'll be something that once assembled will be very good. But anyway, we'll find out next week, folks. It's on really late as well, so I won't be watching it. I'll just watch it the next day. But we'll find out. We'll wake up.
I got another point about the December 1st release. I don't know. It sounds like everyone's able to go to the Lego store on January 1st. The closest Lego store to me is Toronto, and all of them, they're closed on January 1st. So I have to go on opening day on January 2nd for us. So I don't mind. That's another reason why I don't mind the December 1st, is that it's not going to be closed most likely because there's no holiday then. And yeah, I mean, I varies if I order online or go to the store, because it is 2 hours away. But I've definitely driven 2 hours just to pick up a set, no problem. So
really, I tell you, dude, the things you used to do for video, honestly, unbelievable. He was your man. It's an interesting thing. All right, so it seems. Well, anyway, let's have a look at the survey. Let's see what you lot out there think about December the 1st being the new release date. Is this going to be a continuation? Because I'm confused now. Next year, right, when it gets to near December, we'll be thinking, well, should we have got the modular details by now, or is it going to be January? So it would be nice if they just told us when it might be coming out. So next year, everyone's going to be a bit like, it's going to be up in the air. And also, there are people that are calling it the 2024 modular, and it's like, it's coming out on December the 1st, so it really isn't. Just saying. But anyway, you lot out there, 113 votes so far. Keep them coming, folks. 37% of you would like to see it be January the 1st. That's in second place. 39%. It's not many votes saying December the 1st. So 39%. So December the 1st is a preference, but it's quite split, and 24% don't really care because they don't collect modulars. So that's not really a big deal. Interesting. All right, cool. That's kind of brought up to light. It's people want it for December the 1st or January the 1st for quite different reasons. And it kind of makes sense, really. But boy, this is good. Do you know what? Was it last year or the year before when the Home Alone set came out? Jan, do you remember when that was? That last year or the year before? I can't remember. Maybe
I didn't get that one.
I think that was the year before. It wasn't last year.
Okay. But what I liked about that set, for the whole of December, he built a bag a day. It was such a nice set to do. It really, really was. Two Gave Holes out there saying Monkey Kid Wave should be a big set, modular sister. I haven't heard anything about Monkey Kid. What do you, Chris? Are we going to get some more Monkey Kid stuff next year? Because they seem to be slightly tuning it down a little bit.
I don't know if I can comment on that one, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble,
Chris. Chris, since don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. But honestly,
actually, it's quite funny because we were talking about time zones. It was really funny because I didn't realize Europe had their switch over from CEST to CET. So I was like 20 minutes early on the modular announcement, and I got in some hot water for that. So I'm now being very careful about time zones.
Hold on a minute, aren't you on probation?
Well, yeah, no, and now it's doubly so because I did that. So I'm being careful now. Just make sure I got the time zones right. I'm accounting for the switch, and I'm not saying anything about something else.
Honestly, folks, it pays to have your notifications on with DuckBricks, because there is a big chance. There's a big chance, because he's done it at least twice that we know about, that he's going to accidentally leak it. But it's, what can I say, Chris? Just do another video to say sorry, and it's content, isn't it? It's all content. Call it third time lucky or something like that. Sorry. Right. Anyway, on that bombshell as well. Let's. Why don't we take a look at it? For the love of God, we're talking about it. Let's take a look at it, shall we? It's in the cut. We haven't even got to the color yet. Blimey, it's like someone's put a massive extension on the back of the Parisian restaurant, isn't it? But anyway, I can't imagine anyone describing it quite like that. But hey, you never know. Someone might do one day. Might do it on one of my streams. Who knows? But anyway, let's take a look ourselves, shall we? So let's pull ourselves over here. I'll put myself down here so you can see me. Let's take a look. What do we got? Make history. Add your modular or whatever. Come on, let's just go straight into it, shall we? And there's too many words. We've got a video on here. All right, we'll take a look at that in a minute. What was that? What's that all about? Let's take. I'm not. I will say this.
So that's not how you display a modular, is it, on the shelf like that? Actually, on its own.
Let's have a look at it. It's like an emotive thing. I mean, it does look like it's on a shelf at Tesco's, to be honest, isn't it? On the pre-loved shelf or something like that. We'll take a look at that. Can I, Jang? I always love your thoughts on when the new modulars come out. By the way, they are honestly, they're brilliant. Anyway, so let's take a look. It's not all right. Okay, can I just say, right? I think this is a midlife thing. Tell me out there, folks, what you think. Certainly, tell me what you feel in the panel. when I see a building with a tree that close, I always think in my head, oh, imagine what those roots are doing to the foundations. Is that me? Is that me? So I never could do it. I could never do it.
I have that problem right now in my house.
It is a thing. And do you know what? It never used to be a thing until I was going to buy a house once. And the guy, the estate agent, bless him, right? It was one of these in the garden. There was an oak tree, massive oak tree. It must have been, I don't know, it was at least 60 years old. And he says, "Oh, you can't do anything with that. You got to get special permission to get it pruned." It was grade listed. It was a nightmare. And I said to him, "Oh, I said, okay." And he said, "Well, if he didn't say this, I probably would have bought the house." Right? He said, "Oh yeah, but you haven't got to worry." Because this was 40 feet from the house, which, by the way, folks, roots go on and on way further than 40 feet. Like the estate agent said, "Yeah, don't worry about it." He goes, "They've built a wall underground to protect the house from it." I said, "Really?" I said, "This is really good." I said, "Can you prove that?" He went, "Oh no, I can't actually. There's no documentation on it." So he said, "I'll find out." Anyway, 2 weeks passed. I'm really interested. I'm like gagging at the bit to put in an offer on this blooming house, right? And they couldn't come up with the documentation. There was nothing legally binding that said there was anything under there. So I was like, well, that was a waste of time. And but anyway, a random story, folks. But anyway, never buy a house with a tree out the front of it if you can help it. If it's made of Lego, no problem. Just pick it up and put it somewhere else. But I don't know. Initial reaction is, right, all but one window is blocked. But otherwise, I think it looks all right. There's a lot going on. That's for sure. I put the yeah, Jang, quick, jump in. Tell me your thoughts.
I like the roof, and I like the eaves. The rest of it just feels very
there we go.
Plain.
Yeah.
First impression.
Well, the back is quite basic. There's no doubt about that. The side's not too fussy about it. Brick bods. I can hear myself, so you obviously want to speak. Carrie, no, I'm joking, Carrie. I'm only winding you up. Carrie, what's your first impression?
I don't like the colour. I think it's too big. And the dinosaur's a bit of a funny looking dinosaur. Apart from that, I mean, in this picture, the roof's a bit wonky as well.
Yeah.
Well, that one, it definitely is. It's been blown off in the latest storm.
So, yeah, my view on this is, as a building, as a naturalist museum, it's quite nice. We've got some decent shaping on there. I don't like it as a modular because my opinion is that what's fun about the modulars is seeing them get a lot of stuff onto a 32 by 32 base plate. You know, the vast majority of the modulars, you've got either a business and then a residence, or you've got two businesses, you know, and the only time when they went beyond the 32 base plate was Assembly Square, where they had then something like 10 different businesses crammed in. This just seems like cheating.
Yeah, it's overkill for one building, I think.
Yeah, but they should have done it on a 32 by 32. They should have been more clever with the space, whether that's getting in a third floor somehow or just managing to cram more into a smaller space. I think that's what makes the modulars interesting.
Interesting. That's a good point. Everyone in the chat, let me know, right? Would you have preferred this to be on a 32 by 32, which means really it would have been on 3 floors instead of 2? So which would you have preferred, folks? 3 floors or the current 2 floors? Put 2 for 2 and 3 for 3. If you say 3, then you want it on a 32 by 32. Interesting point, actually. Gaz, you like this because you can create some scenes out of this.
Yeah, there's. I mean, I can see from my point of view, I think there's lots of things and lots of different angles and stuff you could use, and different, just in general, like different scenes and areas within the building. And I think as well, it's because it is quite, you know, it's not over crammed with bits. You can just take stuff out and swap what you want in as well. So I mean, there's a few things that I probably put inside it just to make little scenes and stuff myself.
Yeah,
I quite like it.
Now I get what Jang was talking about with the what those scary statues in Doctor Who.
The Weeping Angels. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can just replace the ones outside there with those as well. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities. But I can see as well that it is, from some angles it is a bit of a block, but unlike some of the others as well, I actually do quite like the color. I think it's because it's got the two different gradients of color as well on there, which I think breaks it up. It just reminds me of something as well. Maybe a box of chocolates from when I was younger. I don't know. But, yeah.
I mean, deep in your thoughts there. Find that out. Olive green chocolates, they must have been expensive. Something like Fortnum and Mason's.
Oh, yeah, green and blacks, yeah.
Oh, green and blacks. Now you're talking. 100% cocoa. Oh, amazing stuff. But anyway, sorry, Andrew. Quick, before we start talking about beautiful chocolate.
Geez, I have no chocolate here today.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I have like mixed feelings about it. Like, I think I get so excited about the modulars that like when it comes out finally, I kind of have like a little bit of like, oh, great, here it is, and then like, oh, this is one I was kind of hoping for. But I think I like how it's big. It kind of, I like the idea though. I never thought about like if this was squished down into 3 stories, that might be interesting. But like space in the city is kind of hard to come by. So like this is supposed to like take over for the Assembly Square as like their flagship like modular building for the next little while. Is that correct? Like
it is. It is the. I think it's something like it's 114 or 14 pieces more than Assembly Square. Assembly Square is a bit more interesting to look at because it's 1, 2, 3 buildings. This, of course,
for sure. That's the one thing I don't like about it. Maybe is that like the Assembly Square, there were so many stories going on, a lot of different buildings, like daycare, flower shops, coffee. Like they had the fountain in the middle where people could like hang out as well or something. But this one is just kind of, it's great. It's like it's nice to have a museum, but it's just like I feel like it doesn't replace the Assembly Square like as far as like an awe kind of factor. Maybe I don't know. Like it's because. Like it's just one thing, but it's beautiful. I'm 100% getting it. It's going to go in the city.
Is it perhaps?
I don't know if it replaces it fully for me.
Is it perhaps quite indulgent that it's one big building? I mean, other than a bank, there's not many buildings that could really, you know, you could do that with in some respects.
That's true.
I don't know. We kind of heard. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Shai, what do you reckon? Are you? I'm intrigued to know if you would want that idea of maybe having it taller on a 32 by 32, so it's 3 floors, or you like it on the 2 floors. What's your thoughts on that?
With me, I really, with the past few modulars, I really love the depth perception with each building. Whether, you know, if you look at the Boutique Hotel, you had that weird angle that everyone disliked, but I do enjoy the fact that they were taking risks and then actually makes the whole facade of the city look interesting. If you go before that, you have like, you know, you have the jazz club, and you also have the police station where you have offset buildings. So you really, if you lay it all out, like you have buildings going back and forth, and it's not one flat flush a building and or skyline. Like for this one, yes, there's a little bit of depth, but for a huge base plate plus a base plate and a half, like it's not what I was expecting and or wanted it to look like, because I was expecting something like Assembly Square where they had multiple buildings with a hardcore depth perception with the, you know, the homage to the Green Grocer, you know, Cafe Corner, Market Street, like just kind of in a nice little U. Here I don't know if they're trying to give you that staple building like the town hall, because the town hall is a block. There's nothing special about it, and it's a municipal building, so it's not supposed to be special about it. I feel like, again, I like how Ian said, like this could have been great as a 32 by 32 base plate, and even, you know, making it tall, I think that would have been great too. I think if you would have smushed this together, I think it would have looked really cool as far as like a 32 by 32 base plate as well. So I don't know. I also have like rose tinted color glasses when I actually start building it, and every year I always talk trash about the building that comes out, and then I build it and I fall in love with it, and then, you know, my top, and it's always like that. Like as the years progress, the newer buildings are always the ones on the top of my rank list versus, like, you know, the original classics, and like that everybody wishes they have, but in comparison, it's like, no, these are actually really good buildings. Yeah, but
this one, interestingly, I think Am I right in saying? I mean, looking at the design of it, I think you could just buy another one and seamlessly put in another floor on it, perhaps.
I mean, you can do it with all of them.
Well, yeah, I suppose at the police station, definitely you can do that with. I've seen people do that. I would be genuinely interested to buy another one of these and, I don't know, just do something else with it.
Back to back.
Yeah. Well, God, blimey, that would be huge. That would be. There's the city god. That would be. But I don't know. I think. Well, let's have a look at the video anyway. Let's see what's going on here. Close pan shot. There we go. It looks like he's old dot set. Yeah. He's putting in the roof. It's nice. Oh, he's changed.
Anybody think that looks like Corey Feldman a bit? Come on, a little bit.
Who, the actor? You talk about the actor?
Yeah,
sure. I think it looks like David Beckham.
He's an actor. He's a singer. He does it all. Dancer.
That must be a Canadian thing. I don't know. Can I just say as well? Is it nice that they've actually used a printed piece for the word museum and not done a Gringotts on us again? Dear God, I don't know. Am I the only one in the panel that wakes up in a sweat sometimes? I've had a nightmare about doing the sticker for Gringotts. Anyway, sorry. Back to the camera they're using here, which is weird. Oh, can I just say as well? I've seen a few people in the chat say, "How can it be a museum if it hasn't got a store to buy stuff?" The store is actually as you walk straight into it. Yep. It's there, and it's got this. It seems to have this wall that you can remove and reveals a toilet, which is strange. This is interesting. There we go. Look, there we go. We've got some classic pirates theme going on there. You've got the what do they call them geezers in the forest? Forestman, thank you. And of course, you've got the forestman's hideout as well. The little micro build for it, and then you've got castle. I nearly called it Knights then. God blimey, that would have triggered a few people. And you've got the classic yellow castle there as well. I like that. I like that. What I don't quite get is there's a dinosaur in this. There he is. Oh, nice ring. I like that. Platinum. It's platinum, or was it white gold? I can never quite tell. Jang, what's the name of this dinosaur?
They call it a brachiosaurus, but I mean, it's got to be like a baby, like a 6-month-old brachiosaurus.
Yeah, I like this. I'm pretty sure it was you that picked up on this. But they've used grey parts in it as well. Now, last time I mean, bones do change colour as you get older, folks. That is a fact, believe it or not. You actually, from the day, the second you're born, right, you're cooking your bones. That is a fact. Check it out. Google it, folks. It's pretty gruesome, but it is a thing. I promise you. Why is this dinosaur got grey parts when I'm sure they could have used white parts on it?
I think those just represent substituted bits. And yes, I'm being Lego right now. That represents substituted bits where they didn't have a complete fossil. You see, it's reconstructions, artist reconstruction sections.
Okay, I like that. I love it, Jang. Honestly,
I think most dinosaur skeletons in museums aren't fossils. They're replicas of the fossils, which are then kept in other places. So you don't actually see the true fossil most of the time, anyway.
True. That's it. We talked about it. That's like saying Father Christmas isn't real. What's the matter with you? Bloody hell! What sort of coffee table is that? He's gone outdoors. This is honestly. That's what I'm saying. He's gone outdoors.
It's a mobile bunker.
Yeah.
Oh, you like
that? It's a mobile bunker. It looks like he's pulled a slab up from the road. I thought, I'll have that. I'll take it home. That's so bizarre.
I actually really like that coffee table.
You like it? If you hit your foot on that, you'll break your leg.
I managed to injure myself while tripping over.
I don't know. It's what's got going on out there? I'm looking. If you look close enough, I'm sure in this scene you'll see the real 2024 one. But anyway, let's have another look. So it's got that thing there. It's a planet thing. What do they call them? Planet.
Planetarium, isn't it? I think.
No, it's not a planetarium. It's got a word. It's a funny word.
Orrery.
Orrery.
That's the one.
Orrery. I don't know. Apparently, it hasn't got Pluto in it. I'm just saying. When I was at school, Pluto was a planet. Apparently, it's not now. It's just a Disney character. Anyway, carrying on. And sorry, there was a dad joke. That one. I fell flat on his face, didn't it? There we go. It's got a nice clean desk. I wish mine was that tidy. Nice flooring as well. Just saying. I think it's big, isn't it? It is big. There's a lot of. I think olive green. Right. People will look back in the future and they'll say, "Why are people building their Lego cities with so many olive green pieces?" Well, we know that because it's cheap. That's why. I'm definitely.
Has anybody really focused in on just how enormous this thing is? Because not only does it take a base plate and a half of width, but this one goes deeper than any has to date, forward and back, and it goes also to both edges, and it's rectangular. Like the volume of this thing is immense.
Yeah, but then there's nothing in it. Pretty much, it's very sparse inside.
I agree.
I think Emily, she did a city update today, and she has this in her city, and it's massive. Like it definitely sticks out.
Does it? I reckon, honestly, this would look. Could you imagine, Jang? But you buy another set of this, and you basically put on another floor. You can put on another 2 floors if you want, or maybe actually put on one extra floor, and then put behind it, put the other floor behind it, and use the same roof and put that on it as well. There you go. As a video coming up early in 2024 from London Bridge Bricks. Thank you very much. But yeah, no, I like it. I'm a bit like Shai at first. I always go, I don't know about that. And then when I see it in real life, I sort of think, oh God, this thing is amazing to build. I don't know. I'm looking at it. I mean, for me, is it going to be it's going to be a funny old day one because it comes out on Friday, the 1st of December. Don't know if I might take the day off and get it, and I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'll probably get it. If I don't get it day one, it'll be day 2, which is as good as day 1, but not quite day 1, of course. What about Chris? You've already got this, am I right? I think Lan sent it to you, didn't they?
No, I'm not getting anything from Lan in a little bit. I did get to see it though because we were shown it during.
It's been struck off. Oh, okay. No, you did. Yeah. I saw that. That was a good video as well, by the way, mate. It was cool. It was cool. The designer of this, by the way, folks, is the same designer that did the police station, which is very cool. Jang, you've got a massive city. Are you thinking about getting this maybe day 1?
The modulars for me are just for a review these days. I've gone 100% custom with everything on top of my tables.
Yep.
So
Indeed.
Parts at best for me.
Yeah. Okay. Parts at best. So okay. But were you reviewing it quite early, or are you going to be like, I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe not.
I definitely try to get on it as quickly as reasonably possible. Maybe not. I don't know if it has enough draw to drive through San Francisco Bay Area traffic to my quote unquote local Lego store to get it, but soon. Soon.
Okay, no, that's a good point. Shai, is this a day 1 for you, dude?
Yeah, I'll be there bright and early.
I say he's got to do his annual video, albeit it's going to be 2 of those in 1 year. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's going to be different this year. It's not going to be like last.
I know, that's the thing. It's a bit like, I always remember when I was a kid. Well, anyway, sometimes they were hard Christmases, folks. Let's put it that way. They say, it's not going to be quite like Christmas. I'll be like, I don't really care. It's all family in that. But yeah, I don't know. It's the tradition thing. Is it going to be day 1 for you, Andrew?
Most likely. It depends on promos and whatnot going on December 1st, I guess, as far as that goes. But I have so much Lego to build in my backlog that it's nothing that is necessarily needs to be a day 1 anymore for me. But there is that itch to get it right. So we'll see. Right now, most likely it'll be a day 1. I'm probably going to order it online though instead of driving. But you never know. December 1st? It is a Friday.
Yeah.
So if I go to drive there, I might not be able to make the show here.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I if I get it, I'll take the day off and I'll just have it on in the background there or something like that and unbox it. I could unbox it on the 1st. I don't really want to do that because that's episode 200. So anyway, people remembered for that. But anyway, what about you guys? I mean, guys, I know you don't necessarily collect cities, but you do want this set. Is it a day 1 for you, or is it maybe I don't know, get up Saturday, or just get it on AVOL day like 2 weeks later and save 15%?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not going to be a well. Mentally, it would be great to have it as a day one, but yeah, it'd probably be a hold back and get it a little bit later. Just because I mean, there's so much going on the next couple of months anyway. So
well, there is. I think December's going to be quite a busy month, personally. But yeah, 40. You'll say £40 if you go get it on AFOL day. And what did I see earlier on? Can you believe this? Right. So, Jang, I know you guys in America love hearing about all our discounts that we get in this country. Can you believe it? Amazon have already knocked 15 quid off the June set coming out next February. Nice. It's not even out. They've discounted it. Great. That's mad, isn't it? So,
I mean, that's the way things. That's the way we were headed in that direction. 2019, after Lego raised their prices to be more kind to retailers, and then we were seeing some day one discounts, and then the thing happened.
Exactly. Brickbods, is this a day one for you guys? I mean, you love going to that Southampton store. Is this just going to be another excuse for you?
No, I think we'll wait until AFOL day and pick up the discount. I mean, 40 quid's 40 quid. It's like another step. So
yeah, no, it's a lot of money off it, and this is quite a pricey set. Let's have a look at the well, we're talking houses, so let's see schematics of it, shall we? So it's set 10326. Comes with 7 minifigures, and some people might say 9. And
does it come with a night guard or like just like a guard in general? Like
no.
I'm thinking of.
I don't think so.
That was a miss. They should have had that, right?
Yeah, it's just daytime at the museum, not nighttime.
Yeah.
Well, still they need a guard, right? To make sure no one touches the fake fossils.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, can you imagine that someone nicks one of the fossil heads or something like that, or the hoofs?
No, it's not the British Museum, is it? Good grief!
Yeah, they would do that. Could you imagine they'll come alive at night? So there's a dog on his bone as well. What is it?
Oh no, doggy.
It's a
French
bulldog. Frenchie? I think Frenchie.
Yeah, I think
so.
Jang
called it a Frenchie, which made me laugh. I mean, it looks there. I mean, can I just say, I'm just looking at this picture. I'm thinking, God, blimey, that was I still think that the pine tree has got super bright leaves on it. And you sort of look at that and you think, blimey, Lego's got a lot of shades of green, haven't they?
I don't think that putting those 3 like that doesn't look good to me. I don't think that works.
I think it's the blue background that makes it not quite stand out as much as it should. And let's go down a little bit. There we go. There's in there. The schematics there. 39 centimeters. Yeah, I thought they were really bigger than that. It's quite a decent size. It's quite tall as well. You got the janitor there, but he's like the window cleaner. That's kind of loosely based on the designer. And these are the current sets that you can get, which Assembly Square, I think, maybe retiring. Oh, no, actually, it's not that one that's retiring. I think it must be the bookshop and the police station that are going.
I think they all are, aren't they? I think.
They really? They all going. Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. I just want to see what the chat was saying about the 2 floors or the 3 floors. Let's see where I was because it was back a little bit. I'm just scrolling down to where those were. Actually, Jolly Time 24 says, "I'm so happy that they included Dr. Lightning as well." Is that one of the older chap figure he's based on, isn't it? That one, I believe.
Old adventurers sets.
Ooh, right. Okay. And is that a series that you'd like to see come back at all, Chris?
Yep. Yeah. I honestly wish that they did more references to it throughout this set, because I feel like when you think of a museum, you'd think like, oh, there's like maybe Egyptian or Pharaoh stuff there, but of course it's cool to see the castle references as well in the space. But yeah, would love to see. It's good we're getting minifigs though, because now we've got the full cast, so to speak. Like Dr. Kilroy, I think he was called in the US, and then Johnny Thunder, of course, in the CMF, and then we got Pippin Reed and we got Pippin Reed in a city set, I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. So we got Johnny Time 24 says he would like to have seen it, or he prefers it on 2 floors. Trevor's video saying 3 floors for him obviously on a base plate of 32 by 32. Brickhive saying 2. I like the layout and setup, which is cool. TIAGO saying it's lacking. It's just lacking a little bit of wow factor. But yeah, even better. J Bob saying go all out. Give us it on the on that kind of, what do they call it, footnote of it all, same size but on a third floor. So 32 by 48, but on 3 floors. But that's obviously going to increase the price by, I don't know, 50, 70 pounds, something like that. But yeah, no, interesting what people are saying about it. Target says, Stud City, this is Target, some really nice sales on the store right now for us US folks. Big retiring sets for all sale, £30. I tell you what I did see today, folks. I'm just throwing it out there, and it's the cheapest I've ever seen it. It's the gunship. The gunship was up for sale for £275 at Argos. So yeah, if you're interested in that, get it. I was nearly intrigued. I wanted, but I didn't. What can I say? Okay, well, that's cool. So anyway, we talk about dinosaurs and fossils and stuff like that. Why don't we take a look at the T-Rex? I think we can see it. Let's have a look. It's not quite on this. Oh, they're talking about retiring sets. I believe this set's retiring. I do want to get that. So if anyone's out there and ever sees it going in a sale in the UK, let me know, because that is a set I do want to get. Jang, have you got that one at all by any chance?
Yeah, I still have that one put together. It's solidly good. I love it.
Yeah, I totally got to get it. I really have. But anyway, let's do a search on here for T-Rex. Will that come up with that, or am I just gonna have to look up Jurassic or some sort? There it is. Good for that. I don't know what to make of this set. Jang, you genuinely seemed quite excited. We got a video on it. Oh, I was hoping it'd be a home one.
You know, I mean, this reminds me of when I was a kid and we had those popsicle stick style, laser cut or die cut wooden skeleton models to put together.
Oh God, I remember those.
Yeah, I saw a lot of folks say this is made for adults, but I mean, this to me seems like a collector model for kids. Well, for all ages, but I think that the building techniques will prove kid friendly. Mid range kid friendly, and yeah, I think it has broad appeal.
Interesting.
Yeah, my son really wants this so bad.
And did he say why he actually likes it? Is he kind of interested in dinosaurs and stuff like that, Shai?
Oh yeah, no, my son really loves dinosaurs. Like he schools. Remember back in the day when there were only 20 dinosaurs? Now there's like 100 of them. He could literally name all of them, like spell it all out. Like he's obsessed with dinosaurs, and we always get the Jurassic Park and World sets every time they come out. So I showed him this, and he freaked out. So
that's cool.
He really wants this.
And he's gonna run around the house holding it by that vertical stand and go like this.
That's exactly what he's gonna do. I call it. Yeah.
This is really cool. I think that's printed. I don't think that's a sticker.
I hope.
I hope too. Jang, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Concorde one. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, it's even got a little crack in it as well. Well, I like that. It's kind of nicely done. Chris, any thoughts on this? Is it one that you have to get it because you want to collect every set that's ever made? So it's just a case of would you enjoy it?
I like how unique it is. I honestly feel like we haven't really gotten a set from the Jurassic line quite like it, and I kind of hope it opens the door to getting more fossils. I think it'd be really cool to get like a big Triceratops one, same scale, but that would be awesome. Like, and fossils are very popular. I mean, obviously we had the idea set, but I think it's hopefully if this is successful, I would love to see more along this scale, because I feel like it could be Jurassic's answer to like the Star Wars helmets, where you can kind of have a set around the size, but have it be a big skeleton, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah, Craig reckons it's a sticker. It could be. I'd be a bit disappointed if it wasn't. Mind you, there's no what's name in the middle, the mold thing, the mold. Yeah,
the rendering does show a little bit of difference in black.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I think it could be a sticker. That's a shame. Not the end of the world. Guys, could this be a thing that you would get? I mean, Doctor Who goes back in time. Apocalypse for the dinosaurs comes to mind.
It could be. I mean, it's not one that I would get, but I think that when I was younger, that would be something I would have enjoyed as well, to be fair. So it's nice though. I do like it.
Okay, and Brick Bods, I can't imagine you getting this for some reason.
I'm not bothered by it, but you might like
I
it.
like it. Yeah.
It's not really going to go in our city, though, is it?
No, obviously wouldn't go in the city, and we don't put that much Lego on display, so I don't know if we would get it, but maybe. We'll have to see it in person and work out.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to know how, like the kind of general size of it. It's another one of these things. I mean, they've got the size of it on there, 21 centimeters high. I mean, it's pretty high. I don't know. Yeah, I think I can't imagine it being much better than what it is, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of like it. So I don't know. Let me know out there, guys, what you think as well. And if you happen to be watching this back as well, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Is this one for you? Now, another set that was kind of announced this week, but we'll have a look at this one more, I think. Is this other one from Jurassic World, I believe it is. Let's have a look down here. Another one that's going to be coming out. I think it's going to be coming out on Jan the 1st. I don't really know. Could be February the 1st. Could be December the 1st. Out of stock. Actually, look at the out of stock to actually see which ones are actually selling particularly well. But anyway, coming soon. This one is a good one. This one is actually quite cute because it comes with a lot of dinosaurs. At least in my mind, it is. I actually genuinely quite like this. It's quite a basic build. The trees actually look okay from a Lego point of view, and it comes with lots of dinosaurs. So you've got a little tiny Triceratops there as well, a couple of different baby dinosaurs. Actually, Jang, you're really into your dinosaurs. I know you like animals. Is dinosaur even an animal? I don't know. Anyway, what? We got two different sized dinosaurs there, little baby ones. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, the sand green one was the original size that they used and the original mold that they used for the baby velociraptors from first Jurassic World movie. And then I think they just came out with that intermediate size for the last movie. It also represents a velociraptor in this case. But
Blue's daughter.
Yeah. Just like an adolescent one, I guess, as opposed to a child.
Yeah, I mean
that's funny. I think I follow Lego pretty closely, and I was showing my stepson this set, saying because he's been recently getting into Jurassic World sets, buying like as many of the T-Rexes as he can.
Yeah,
and I was showing him like, hey, look at all these baby dinosaurs. I'm like, oh, cool. They even came out with this like medium-sized like baby blue kind of like figure. And I'm like, that must be new. And he said, no, it came out like I guess like a little bit last year in the that one chase with like Blue and like I guess Blue's daughter, and with like I think it was like a red truck. I'm not too sure what the set was called, but I think that was the first time it came out, and I didn't know that till I guess yesterday. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you get the I think that represents down here let me see it somewhere better. What's the element with the there was a wasp, not a wasp, a mosquito that was in a honey.
Amber.
Amber. Yeah, that's in there as well. That's quite cool. Amber. Do you know what? This isn't a day one for me because what I tend to do with Jurassic is I actually buy a lot of Jurassic Park sets, but I get them when they're in sales. They go on really good sales, and the animals, I like it for the animals and stuff like that, and the dinosaurs. Yeah, this is definitely one I'll pick up because, and I think places like Bricklink and that they're going to be all over this. They will be. Shai, your kids are into the fossil side of it. What about?
No, they love the dinosaurs more. My son really just wants all the dinosaurs. He can care less about the builds. Like he'll do the builds, but he'll mock whatever he wants to mock afterwards. But the dinosaurs are his fave. So. This is just an excuse for me to buy Lego for myself. But what I'm really excited for, because I think this is the way Jurassic Park is going, or Jurassic World is going for Lego, is that I think they're going to do, because they just released, or the trailer for the retelling of Jurassic Park in Lego. Yeah. So that show or movie is going to come out soon. So I'm assuming they're going to do Lost World, which is part 2 Jurassic Park, and there's so many cool vehicles in that I'm really excited for that. I'm presuming that's the way they're gonna go. Like the Triceratops does make sense for the next fossil build, just because I think it's well represented in the next movie. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I can go on for days with Jurassic.
I love Triceratops. It was one of my favorite Dinobots in Transformers. It really was. The Dinobots were my favorite. I mean, they were as thick as anything. They really were. They were like builders. They were like, honestly, they were like, but they I just loved them. I just really did. Grimlock.
The Triceratops is like the good guy as like you're a kid, because you always have the Tyrannosaurus, right? That always wants to eat everybody, but you had like the Triceratops that can literally defend itself and do some damage. So it's always like the counter to the Tyrannosaurus.
And that goes all the way back to that. Was it late 1800s or early 1900s that stop motion? That first
the claymation.
Yeah. Really? The claymation actually goes back that far. I didn't realize that.
I mean, I think it's claymation. It could be something totally different, but yeah.
Yeah, no, man, it's good. It's I like this. I think that this is a little gem of a set to get, maybe even invest in.
Battle pack.
It totally is.
Definitely is.
I mean, you got the flying dinosaur there. I can't tell you the name of it. You got 1, 2, 3. You've got a couple of eggs. You got a couple of little ones, and also as well, you got a fish. 2 trees, a vehicle. This is a Jang,
an egg.
Yeah, you got 2 eggs in this.
With the
eye, one egg with the eye. You get 2 eggs in the museum. I was just thinking. So this is a 4+ set. So this won't have stickers in it, which means on the side of the car or the van or is a sticker of the Jurassic World logo.
It's gonna be printed if it's 4+.
Yep. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. There's a lot of little gems in this. Let's do the whirly thing. There we go.
Whirly thing.
Go in between the wheels. You got that, and you get 2 of them, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is a good set. This is actually worth 30. I can honestly say, I don't normally say this. This is actually worth 35 quid. I might even get that for a lot. I might even get that day one.
Yeah.
The more I look at this, the more I'm falling in love with it. This is how AFOLs. This is how AFOLs talk themselves into just buying stuff and quickly forgetting that they bought it. But anyway, what can I say? Anyway, I think that's enough of looking at the new sets. I don't think there's anything else to look at. We've got some other gift with purchases that are coming out. Hopefully more in the week. So let's get rid of that for now. I'm intrigued. We'll have a look at some pictures in a minute, folks. But do check out the survey, and certainly do check out everyone who's in the panel tonight. You find all the details down in the description below, like you always do. And while you're there, even if you're watching this back in the future, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. Even phone up your granny, your granddad. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Your nieces, your nephews. Phone them up. Just say, get on the London calling. Tune in. You see all the big guns on this. Brilliant. Anyway. That aside, is anyone actually building anything tonight? Brickbods, are you guys not building anything?
No, I've been sorting pieces.
Oh, God, what is sorted? All right. Well, I think this is the first one that no one's actually building anything. I'm saying that though. Andrew has got bits in his hands. He's sorting as well.
Busted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's sorting.
Oh, Chris is building. He's building the Venator.
He's doing the Venator. I'll get to Chris in a minute. I'm building. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. Oh, is that? It's another Star Wars set. It's got to be a red one as well.
Where is focus here? It doesn't want to focus on me. Here we go. Nice, come on. Actually.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Where's the?
That's it. Where's your focus? There it is. Oh, there it is. We're there now. Hold it there. Right. See how long. Let's play survival. Let's see how long you can hold it like that for now. It's fouled already. Are they stickers on the side of that?
They're stickers. You can see.
Oh, wow.
Stickers.
But no, it's pretty cool. I was kind of waiting for my son to build this, so he was taking too long. So I thought I'd take advantage of it.
He was bad son.
No, we have a big project coming up. I just did a huge amount of sorting and bought from like 3 different Bricklink sellers and 2 different orders from Lego. So I have all these parts laid out on the floor on the other side there, and we're going to. He built and I helped a little bit, but he did mainly Temple of Air Jitsu, the build, and we're going to make a little mountain area around our Ninjago. And like a little waterfall going into a lagoon. So this has to be done by me now. So we'll work on that later when he has time. Because when he's interested in building, I got to take advantage of that time. Because I don't want to obviously I don't force him to build. So if he doesn't want to build, then he doesn't build. So if I think we're gonna try to build like an hour or 2 a week, hopefully, and maybe make a little series on how that little area goes. But Yeah, so I've been trying to be quiet. I think a couple times I might have missed the mute when I was moving stuff around. But
you've been terrific tonight. Honestly, you've been phenomenal. It really is. That the training is going very well. You're doing awesome, mate. You really
I have a question for Jang. Well, he mentioned it earlier. One of his favorite sets that he hasn't built, that he hasn't taken apart, was the Treehouse. I have it here behind me. This is it was really cool to hear that, because this is one of the first sets that I bought like personally as like this is my set. This is not for my kids. This is like me coming out as a full like to my family. Like this set right here is this one's mine, and I really like the colored leaves on there, like the fall. I was curious, your build that you have at your house, do you have the colored leaves or the green leaves on there?
I have to keep the green on. I really respect the fall, especially just it's bright, it's fiery, and it's different, right? But for me, I just love green.
Sure.
I gotta stick with the traditional.
Yeah. All right, sounds good.
There we go. Very, very cool. Actually, has anyone else on the panel got that set? And do you change the leaves, Ian?
We've got it.
I think we intended to change the leaves, but it's a lot of effort.
Yeah, it is a lot of effort, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lot of effort, that is.
I mean, we still had Halloween stuff like a year after Halloween, which is fine when you then go back up and it's Halloween again, but it's not when you go up and it's Christmas and it's still Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really nice that you could switch it, and they clearly then learnt a lot from that. If you look at like the bonsai tree and how easy that is to switch over. So, but it's nice that they had it, but yeah, it's a bit fiddly switching them.
Yeah,
it's on sale right now on Amazon for $100 cheaper.
Really?
That's like after the price, right? They added like $100 to it at one point or whatever. Like, remember that? That was the worst.
It's at 144 right now.
All right.
Wow. There's some cracking sales around at the moment. There really is.
Too many.
But there are. I mean, it's just literally. Well, anyway, they just are. Like, especially when I saw the gunship today, I was like, shall I? Shan't I? But no, I can't, because the budget is coming out, and we're not going to build it, and it's not a city thing or anything like that. So I'm kind of taking maybe a different angle on the gunship at the moment. That said, folks, I'm more than likely going to end up buying it if it drops to around 250, because that is a good set. But it's just massive. It's like it's like a swan. Jang,
we talked about this last time.
Always do, Jang.
Where do you personally, Greg? Where do you fit it?
I don't know. I just don't know, Jang. It's a problem. It's only this set. It's this limbo. It's like I want it, right? But then I sort of think of it. You look at it, and I often describe certain sets as being like holding a swan. I did that with the Concord. Everyone was like, "What are you talking about?" But it really is around the neck, anyway. But with the gunship, it really is. It's like a big bird. And it wouldn't even go in here, but I want to. It just looks really good, but it's like, why did they do it? It's upscaled so much. But that's the thing. What did you think, Jang? Would you recommend that I buy it if the price hits right?
The biggest thing with the gunship in particular, out of all UCS sets, the size and where to put it. You have to have a place for it. You can't cheat with Wicked Bricks. There's no angle that will make it, small in multiple dimensions. If you can't possibly find a place to put it.
Oh, he's got that up there.
It's really nice though. The build is good and it's solid. It's easy to pick up and move around. Like for what it is, it's very, very, very good.
But it's just so big. I mean, that's the problem. It's just upscale. Why didn't they just do one to scale? So I've started buying parts for the 2013 version. I've already bought the stickers. I got them from a company in the Netherlands that redo the stickers. They look great. I don't know how well they apply, but they look amazing, and the quality of them looks really good. Nice thick. And I've also managed to source brand spanking new the spheres for it, which is the one thing it's the only reason I don't like the new one. Well, I've bought the new one, but it's one of the reasons I don't like it is that it doesn't come with the sphere turrets. So the 2013 is coming, and I've got a couple of the figures already for it. So I think So I don't know. I'm hoping that the price doesn't drop. I really am, because I want to get it, but I don't want to get it. I shouldn't get it. It's a heart and brain thing. It really is. I feel that I want to get it, but I think I shouldn't. If that makes sense, I do apologize, folks, but that is what goes through AFOL's minds every minute of the day.
Can you live with yourself if it retires?
Right.
And there's that as well.
Better question.
Yeah,
and it's narrowing. It's narrowing. Honestly, Shai, if Lego announce next week in their Black Friday deals, amongst other things, that set is going to drop in price, like it did in America for double VIP points as well, then I might pull the trigger, and then I'll be like, oh, I don't buy it. But I don't know. I can.
Worst case scenario, you get it, you build it, you love it, and then you don't know what to do with it, and take it apart or sell it later. But at least you will have had it.
Yeah, and that's probably what I'll do. The figures are not all that good in that set, are they? From what I remember, is it? What's his name? Mace, and one of his mates in it. Was it Cody? I can't remember.
No, it's just
Phase 2 clone, wasn't it? Or
it was just a standard clone.
Pilot.
Yellow lieutenant.
Clone with a little yellow on it.
Yeah,
yes.
that was it. Yeah. What sort of car's that for a clone trooper? Imagine that being the clone trooper. You got the purple clones, look really, really good. You got the 501st in lovely kind of shade of blue. Sort of the sky royal blue. Look amazing. And then some geezer comes along with the yellow paint. Sorry, mate, we've run out of blue. We're gonna have to be yellow. Oh, cheers, dude. They're right up about that. But yeah. Anyway, here's the thing. There's a rumor going around. I've got to ask everyone about this. Sorry, we're talking about clone troop. It's got to be done now. There is a rumor at the moment, right? The Rex comes in several decent sets. One, of course, was a very good Rex that came out years ago. It was probably 2013. That seemed to be a very good year for Lego Star Wars. However, in the latest version of the Venator, which our good esteemed panel member here, Chris, is actually building at the moment, that too comes with a pretty good looking Rex. I think it's pretty good anyway in my eyes. The only problem though, to get that Rex, right, at the moment, right, is you've got two choices, folks, right? You either buy the Venator and keep the figures and sell the Venator, or two, you go on Bricklink, right, and pay. I think roughly it starts at about £133 for a brand new one, right? But wouldn't it be a bit? What would happen to the market of said Rex figure if they brought it out in something like, I don't know, a £12 set or something like that in a microfighter set, which is a rumor. It's just a rumor. What would it do to the market?
It wasn't. This is actually not new leak news. Like when the Rex was leaked announced a long time ago, it was also leaked that the Rex is going to be coming into a smaller set for a lot of people to grab, but it will have a different head, supposedly. Like it won't be like it won't have the head damage as the Venator does. So it's not a new leak. It's just this is what was going to happen. So
no, Lego is evil. They made the $650 Venator specifically to force me to have to pay $650 for a Rex. Period.
Got us again.
Cynical Jang.
Jang's so cynical. It really is.
I love it.
So yeah, I think it's an interesting thing. I'd be interested to see what happens to the goat market and the Rex market as well. But what I will say,
the goat drop is like $50 now for a used one.
Is it really?
Really?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like $55.99 or something like that. Well,
that's good.
I bought the goat like at a cheaper price because I remember before when it was leaked, I was like watching it go down because it was at 120 for a while and it kept dropping $10 every month, and right now it's like at 55 or 50.
Oh, that's getting out then. It's good that it's because we need things are ridiculous when they're that price for what it is. Anyway, so goats. It's an interesting to see what happens to the market, but honestly, that's why I put that Instagram out with what's her name?
I know.
Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence going, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
The hot ones meme.
exactly. You know,
But you
and-
never know. You never know because like a lot of people don't like this Rex and prefer the old Rex. So like the
Yes.
Rex continue to stay up. So maybe this new goat is not what we want ish. So
No,
like
no,
it could change
totally
it
could
up.
be.
You never know.
When it comes out. But what at the very least, knowing right that the goat is coming out, there's a new one coming out, it will disrupt the market for a bit. It'll be, and it's going to be fascinating to watch. We're all creators. We should all we should consider making a video on it. Short, Shai, do a short on it. You're good at those. But the
At
Rex,
least you watch those.
I watch everything you do. Your shorts, your feed's all over my feed. It is I don't know. I probably appear in very strange ones. But yeah, but the Rex, that's the thing. That the more they keep bringing out, just say for example, theorizing, the more they keep bringing out the same Rex, right? Albeit he's got a different head, but who cares when he's got an helmet? But if they keep bringing out the same Rex, this new one, it's going to bring the value up of the old one. You know, so it's a funny old thing. It really is. But anyway, I think we can look at some photographs. But first of all, Chris, you've actually been building something today. Are you actually sitting in what you're building? Because I can just imagine you sitting in the Venator while you're building it. But anyway, can you show us where you're at the moment with the build?
Yeah, sure. So I started with just kind of the main middle part done, and then I think I'm almost there. Like I've got a good chunk of it done over this podcast. This part's almost done. So yeah, I've got like 5 bags left, but very, very timely. I'm very happy that they are actually releasing the figure in a rumored to be releasing it in a cheaper set, because I think it's wonderful that LEGO is making it more accessible for people to any figures they want. So that's really good to see. I also find it very funny how Bricklink has been down all day, and I'm pretty sure it's unreleased. Yeah, it's been
you're
down.
right. You're right. When
Yeah.
I was doing my research, because I do actually do research for this the podcast, folks. You can't get into it. I had to get the prices from Brickset, which of course then the link's down. But yeah, sorry, dude, I didn't mean to catch you off there. But I thought it might have been just my connection, but it was yours as well.
No, it's down for everyone, and I find it very funny. I'm just picturing like it got flooded, like as if millions of Lego Star Wars Venator owners cried out in terror when they saw it. And then it just got DDoSed and crashed. I don't think that's the reason, but I find that very funny to picture.
I mean, we just say it is, and then
Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's good. And Rex, they were everything should be cheaper than what it is, though. Yeah, I've heard some. Yeah, there we go on the rumor mill. Thank goodness we got the rumor mill. But there we go. Would you do an army, Shai, of I don't know, cloned Rexes or anything like that? Or was it?
I hope you're mocking me right now.
Of course I am. You know.
Did you not see my last video? It's about my clone army. Oh my god.
What can I say? I've got a very indirect way of.
That's one reason why I'm rubbing your face, because you've hit me like 6 times during this whole podcast about my last video.
Gotta get you while I can. But anyway, I don't know. It's Brick Mods. How's your sorting going anyway? Before we go to the pictures, let's find out.
I stopped. I couldn't be bothered. It's down to the bits that like no one knows where they go.
Hold on, let's have a look. Oh, this is like the third drawer down in the kitchen. This is no one.
Okay. A random, is that Daisy Duck thing or Minnie Mouse? I don't know.
Video bits.
Random Technic wings of something. I don't know. Where do they go? Nobody knows.
That's it.
They just go. They just go here. Yeah.
So I would say check Bricklink for which category, but you can't do that at the minute.
Is it still down? Is it still down? Because it's down for maintenance. Oh, it's been, that's not maintenance. That's off service.
Yeah, it says they're investigating some unusual activity.
Unusual activity. What does that mean? Yeah, Chris, if you it's probably because you're not been on there, Chris. That's probably why there's unusual activity.
No, it's just like I was on this podcast, not on Bricklink. They're like, "What happened? Our prime customers disappeared."
All right, we can in the chat theorize why you think Bricklink might be down. Who knows? But anyway, let's have a look at some pictures that you lovely lot have sent in, and yeah, I can't believe I've actually survived this long, to be honest. But anyway, let's get some pictures on. And I wanted to re-show this again.
Yeah.
I had to re-show this again.
That's so cool.
This is one of. I mean, I just think it's a great idea. First off, the Upside Down meets the Up House, and of course, this was sent in by Brick Huntress, and she did this as part of her kind of Halloween spooky builds campaign for Halloween, and I just wanted to show it off more. To be honest, in all honesty,
it's amazing.
I think it's very, very cool, very clever. Oh, I just spotted a minifigure over there.
Ooh.
There we go. Oh, actually, it looks quite scary, that one. I like. Oh, here's another thing. Look at what they use for the doorknob as well. Wolverine fingers. That's cool. Anyway, very cool. Thanks for that, Kate, as well, for sending that in. That is really, really cool. Next picture. This has been sent in from Dream of Bricks. Now, you might be thinking Borough Market. That's what it says over there, Borough Market. It's someone actually works in and around London Bridge and sent this to me. And I go to Borough Market quite often, actually. It is a very cool market. So if anyone ever finds themselves in good old London town, go to Borough Market. It's very, very cool. Next up, we've got Echo Bricks, who sent this in. Is very of this season. There we go. We've got, I don't quite know what that is. Is that a pea or is that a frog? One of the two. But anyway, got this very cool witch here. Do you know what? I reckon they could have come up with like a Magisto version of this. Just saying. It would be quite good, wouldn't it? Maybe a good gift with purchase as well. Just saying. And there we go. We've got the Halloween set as well. Very seasonal. This is been sent in from Fab Blondies. This is me. That is my sig fig there, folks. I actually gave her that at Leicester Square when she was visiting over from America. Oh my God. And that's me at the Shrieking Shack, which when you got a tooth missing is actually quite hard to say. But anyway, Shrieking Shack. Very cool picture. Love that. It's a bit snowy as well. This is nice. Now, here's a picture. Did rather well this week. I thought, well, there's a lot of fossil pictures around at the moment with the T-Rex and, of course, the new modular building. So I thought, right, I'm going to get this out of the London vaults and I'll build this one day soon. I probably won't do it on a string because I think I'll have a nervous breakdown with all these little tiny pieces in it, in all honesty. But it's definitely going to be a set I think I can review. And I think, one, you never know, might be able to do some sort of customization on the museum and somehow fit the T-Rex in there or something like that. We'll see. That could be quite cool. Knowing my luck, I won't have no chance and I'll just somehow fit that one in there. But there we go. I wish me luck. Well, at the very least, I put this dude in there as well. Actually, do you know what? That is a good one for the museum. Oh, can I just say as well, I reckon, here's the thing. I reckon there might be some parts. You know, one of the gift with purchases that we got last year, the van, the removals van, I reckon there's one or two bits in that you could put in the museum as well, just to say, fill it in a bit more. There's another egg. But anyway, so that was a picture for me, by the way, in case anyone wondered. This is a really nice picture from Nicole. Nicole's out there still. There we go. She goes, Kate, this is amazing. This is amazing as well, Lady McBrick. This is yours. Loving this. Look, the old Mills plate. Always got dudes put stuff on Mills, honestly. Nice sticker application there as well, Nicole. Very, very nice. This is definitely a set I do want to build. Who's building it at the moment? Shai, you're building this at the moment, aren't you? What do you think? Good build? Definitely one you'd put in the series?
Such a fun build. I loved this thing. I just finished it. It's great.
You love it. Are you going to review it? You're going to review it?
No, I don't review it.
Well, I know you don't, but I'll keep asking anyway. It's like
that's Jang's forte.
I know it's Jang's. Jang, he's definitely one of my go-to guys for it. He really is. Jang, Jang, have you done this one?
I did not. I messed up on it because I don't know anything about the source material.
That's true.
And it was expensive, and I was just like, everybody's going to cover it. Who knows?
Yeah,
what they're doing. But it doesn't matter what the source material. It doesn't matter what the IP is. It's just a great house. I mean, it fits into medieval times. It fits into modern, super rural spaces. It's so good.
Yeah. Honestly, right? If he was buying real estate and you saw this next door to something like the blacksmith shop, he wouldn't be surprised. He would absolutely go.
Yeah.
nice table as well. But one thing I did notice is that Nicole, just we've got something in common here. I've actually got a clothes horse exactly like that one. I really have. So good on you. Do you remember the days when Solo Brick Builder used to be on the panel, where he used to have a closed panel behind him, and we used to say, "Well, what's on it? What's on it today?" And if it wasn't that, it was on his radiator. But yeah, really, really cool, like that. Nice, really nice shot. Anyway, moving on swiftly. This has been sent in from Pink Wheels. How about this? Habitat, a zombie Luke Skywalker.
Oh,
That is really cool. His hands got down here.
Is that him just trying out different hands? He figured he needed a new one, so
Maybe.
just go and collect a variety and try them on.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, to be honest, right? I'd go for the red one personally. I think red glove with a black outfit looks quite good. But
what's that head from as well? Is that actually?
I don't know. Is that real? Is that custom? If I don't know something, I just always say, "Is it custom?"
That's definitely.
It's got, but yeah, Chris, you'd know. I mean, yeah, they're not coming out with anything like that. I look. To be honest, folks, at the moment, I look. My mouth looks like that when I'm eating spaghetti. Just saying.
You have green spaghetti.
Good point. I don't really. But I think this is showing that it glows in the dark. Yeah, this is good, isn't it? Like, nice hairstyle. He's changed his hand. Has he changed his hand? Oh no, he hasn't. Have you noticed that he's got an olive green hand? You could put that on the janitor's fingers because it'd be like he's painting it or something like that. But I like the color. That color actually reminds me of the story. Oh, what was that idea set that came out with the
Tales of the Space Age?
Thank you. Tales of the Space Age. That one, like that. One of TIAGO's favorites this year. That one. Really cool picture. Pink Wheels. There it is. Thanks for bringing that in. Let's have a look at this one. So Pink Wheels also sent me in this as well. This is one that she sent in today. This is the new Hashima, one of her mocks that's on a photo shoot at the moment. And she's lit it up even. Litten. Not even a word. How about that though? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's very cool. Oh, I like the steps. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Cool. I like that. Oh, I got the greebling on that. Using the jumpers, all sorts of things. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I'm looking forward to meeting her in Chicago next year. And she'll actually be coming on London Calling very soon, folks, as well. Yeah. So looking forward to that. But yeah, like that. But that was a professional photo shoot. All revealed in due course, folks. This has been sent in from Redmond. This is a good sort of collage of houses of the world. This is the sort of thing that people like Carrie collect. To buy all 4 of those, you'd have had to have spent $1,000 on Lego. Carrie, have you collected them all now?
I have, and I'd say it's best if people don't say things like that, so you don't think about how much.
I'm just saying. If you want those in your Joe blogs, you'd spend £1,000 worth of Lego. That is a lot, isn't it? That really is. Anyway, great shot. This has been sent in from a good friend of mine, Robin. These are the new figures that you'll get from the BAM wall.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Is it a BAM wall? Was it a BAM tower? Don't know what it is. But anyway, she's got nice glasses. Love the outfit as well.
Yeah,
very nice.
Good printing on that.
That is good printing, actually.
Yeah,
it's very good printing. I think if it was just plain blue, it'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Especially if it had a pointy hat and a beard. But anyway, moving on. This looks like a scene out of The Shining. This does. I genuinely love the jacket. Actually, that's nice. Oh, olive green trousers. What's going on with Lego and olive green at the moment? They had a good deal or something on a dye. And Father Christmas has gone dark red. I quite like this. Is it fun? I do as well. I really like the color change. Jang, what do you reckon? You a fan of the color change?
It's my first time seeing it. I'm shocked. It's more classy, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit like what Coca-Cola did with St. Nicholas, where they went from green to red. But I'm all happy for a different shade. But I totally agree. I genuinely think it looks. It's a bit like the difference between Christopher Reeve Superman and Henry Cavill's Superman. It's just darker. Do you know what I mean? It's a darker suit.
Black suit Santa.
Look at that, dual molded legs as well. Nice. It's good.
I like the fact that the blue is printed both sides as well.
Yeah.
What was the marketing phrase that they really was it Santa's visit? Was it Santa's visit? The set they called out. Lego called out Santa's big black boots on their official page. It's the most awkward thing I've ever read from them. Santa and his big black boots.
That's a bizarre one, isn't it? It's a bit kind of It's it's bizarre. I mean, they're not any bigger than normal, are they? But there we go. But anyway, I wonder what their marketing campaign will be for these ones. But anyway, now unless Robin, like Carrie said, unless Robin's been really clever and swapped over the arms and just turned the head around, it's got printing on the back as well. So yeah, that's really good. I like that. I'm missing the point here. Oh, there we go. He's on his own. It's got a teddy bear, is it?
Doesn't look like he's got a beard though.
It doesn't actually, does it? So can we see? We've got front
It's
shot.
a bam figure, so that would be an extra piece.
Oh, there we go. It's printed.
Oh, it's a printed beard.
There we go. I like that.
I like his crow's feet. Quite cool.
Crow's feet.
That's what they are, isn't it? Around the eyes.
Oh, his eyes. I know what you're talking about. I'm far too young to get them.
Anybody see the movie Violent Night?
No, I've heard. I want to see it.
But
it's good.
It looks good, does it?
David Harbour as Santa. This is supposed to be representing him. He's got his suit maybe or something. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
it's for what it is. It's great.
Is it one you can watch with kids, or is it not?
If you don't mind your kids watching violence.
Oh no,
there's no nudity or not much swearing, maybe, but it's pretty gory.
Yeah. I watched The Shining with my mum once because it was at Halloween, and I was like, "Oh, this is really good." And there's a few scenes in that I was a bit like, "Well, I'm gonna go and put the kettle on." All right. But anyway, yeah, there we go. So that's all three of them together. Great shots. Thank you so much for sending those in, Robin. And I'll see you at Leicester Square next week. These are some more pictures from Stud Sidious from what he did on for Halloween. This is a good mock. Look at this, Freddy Krueger. Oh, I like that.
Oh wow,
that's cool.
Oh, that must be a Citizen Brick one, I think, isn't it?
Maybe I don't know.
I think they had a specialized hand with the claws.
Did that? Oh, the actual hand itself.
Yeah,
Stud, let us know. Let us know. There he is out there. Oh, we've got Dora Builds out there. Dora, Ruth. G'day. How you doing? I can't believe I woke up early enough to catch you. Yes, because the clocks have changed. There you go. The wondrous things of the time zone changes. We had that conversation about 2.5 hours ago. But yeah, there we go. Got the skeleton there. Skeleton army. Do you know the day I bought? I'm not joking, folks. I bought a load of bowler hats. Watch this space. That's what I'm going to say. But anyway, very, very cool. And honestly, that is one of my favorite. I'm sure this is a sort of habitat of style. But it's a little bit bigger than that, obviously. But honestly, I really love all the stuff that you did on that. And look at his face. It's right on me, he is. But yeah, it's like your poor man's Wolverine. It is. But anyway, very, very cool. Love a bit of Freddy Krueger. Nightmare on Elm Street. Remember those, folks? Now, this is a very special one. This is the Mallard. Ooh. Now, everyone knows I love a steam train, but the ultimate steam train, in my opinion, is this one. It's the Mallard. And this one actually currently is in Lego Ideas at the moment. So if you all you got to do is go to Lego Ideas, type in Mallard, and you'll find it. And I certainly would recommend voting for it because I'd love to see it being made.
Dark Azure. Ooh.
Well, let's have a little zoom in on these ones, these renders. I mean, look at these different colors you get it in. I like to have seen this sort of render for the latest museum, just to see what it does look like in different colors. Maybe even the grey would work. All you Star Wars fans out there, I'd maybe swap those over for a couple of lightsabers or something, and then you get sort of your lightsaber Mallard. I think this is the proper color for the mallard. It's beautiful. My favorite steam
That
train.
looks really cool.
It really is, isn't it? Anyway, it's up to, I think it was up to 4,500. And yeah, it's just vote for it, folks. We need a mallard, like, because we're not going to get a steam train quite as good as this for the Orient Express. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. We're getting a couple of carriages instead. But I would really like, because I wasn't around for the Emerald Green train, I would really like a lovely steam train like this. So do check it out, folks. And like I say, just pop yourself over to Lego Ideas, type in Mallard, and you will find it. Right, next one up. This is TJ. He's out there tonight. Here we go. This is he's one. This is the Ghost. If people were quite clever, they could have been building this over Halloween. I'm just saying, because it's called the Ghost after all. But the interesting thing is all the parts that he's got in here. Look at all those. Look at the way he sorts those. Very cool figures. I think he's. I like what he's done with that. Looks good. He needs to have green hair. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, he was in it for about 10 seconds. Very good. And I think he was as well. I think 10 seconds. The scene where the guy's going along in his big starship, and they just let on a cruiser. They happen to have a very important person in the brig, and they just let any old person on the ship, and the next thing you know, they've escaped.
It's
but anyway,
not a trap.
It's very well said.
It is.
Well, he was, yeah, too late there. But anyway, this is TJ. Look, he's good looking, isn't he? He really is. No crow's feet in this picture, I tell you. Very cool. This with his friend Screels. Apparently, he's a fellow Twitcher as well. I couldn't help but notice if Squills ever tunes in as well, Titanium J. Do me a little favour. Tell her that I said that she's got amazing nails. Look at that. Gingerbread man on the nails. That was in detail. It really is. There we go. Love it. Really do. And dare I say, that is a shade of olive green, if ever there was one. But anyway, very, very cool. Cool picture as well. Loving that. Next picture. So this was his Lego.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
I got to take off here. But I just had a quick question. I was just curious to ask Chris while he's here too.
Go for it.
If you don't mind. So like I love your Lego collection is pretty crazy. Good luck trying to get them all. I hope you do. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you probably have it now already. But I was curious. Like in Canada here, we have Toys R Us, and every once in a while we'll get a gift with purchase from like Lego. And I was curious. Yeah. Your collection, do you worry about getting the gift with purchases, or do you just worry about sets that are officially released from like Lego like.com or like their like sets? Like, because for example, this one right here, I don't know if it's got an official set number, but like I'm assuming you might not have it, but it does have like Lego printing on it, like it's officially from Lego, but like I just got this last week for the October gift Bricktober. So last year they had, anyway. So yeah, I'll let you finish. You can answer the question.
No. I mean, I'm honestly, I'm not trying to collect everything. I think I'm trying to collect everything I'm interested in. I just happen to be interested in a lot of things. But GWPs like that absolutely count. I mean, I just picked up a lot of. In Scareback Fan Weekend, which was like the Lego convention in Denmark, somebody was selling basically every like Chinese exclusive GWP they've ever made. So I got the lot, and it was very interesting seeing just completely different types of builds and sets that they were putting out there. So yeah, that's the kind of weird stuff that does interest me quite a lot, actually. So yeah, I definitely
cool.
Always on the hunt for stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, it was great to meet you guys, Jang. It was great to see you here. I hope to see you in the future again. And everyone else, great to see you guys. I got to take off, though.
Take care.
Take care, Andrew. Good to see you, dude. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Take care. Bye. See you later.
And that was Andrew, aka Brick and Brew, folks. Do check him out. He's all over Instagram. He really is. Thanks for that, Craig. I just managed to grab that whilst he asked the question. So hopefully we're going to see a picture soon, folks, in a moment of 2 alternative colors for the museum.
Ooh.
Anyway, watch this space. So next up, 2 Gary Folks. This is a Lego haul that they did. I think this was last week. But there we go. They've got the new figs. Oh, must have been this week. There we go. Straight in there.
The pad box in the bottom.
So he does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's filled that up, hasn't he? Blimey. Yeah, that's a good thing. Oh, all the pits we got in there. I like that. Oh, loads of codes in there. Just saying, Jang.
The cones.
The cones there. Oh, he's got the Galileo as well. Must be it. Could be it. Very cool. Very cool. Liking that. There you go. R2. Just saying, that R2 unit looks nervous for some reason. Just saying. What's going on over there? I'll look at that later. Moving on. And there we go. Look, he's got the box. That is a happy. That is the fate. In one, can I just say this? This is what AFOLs look like on a Friday afternoon, folks, because they know they're going to be building lots of Lego over the course of the weekend. What are blue lightsabers? Look at them.
Ooh.
Good. Frosty, good shot there. Oh,
Yeah.
there. Oh, nice. Just saying. What make of glasses are those? Oh, well, I'll look later. Moving on swiftly. This is from Gaza, aka Minifig Who, and this is cool. Gaz, tell us what we're looking at here. This looks like something you might have built recently.
Yeah, it is. It's the Mystery Mansion that I built on stream last Saturday with yourself. And I was very, very happy to actually pick this one up because it had some figures that I didn't really want to buy separately because they're far too expensive. And
look at them.
Yeah, there she is, the little devil in
Ka-ching.
orange. Yeah. Was it not? I think she was £90 separately, and then the whole set is like we got for $250, which you kind of make your money back. Well, not money, make your money back, but balances out a bit better. So
It's everywhere that TARDIS.
Of course, it's in there. Come on.
Look, this is nice. Oh, Mystery Machine.
Yeah.
Chris, if there's one thing tonight, I'd love you to feed back to Lego. Right? Can they give us like an icons version of this, please? That would be quite cool.
Wouldn't it be cool to get that, or like a Speed Champion style build of like that level of detail for that and other licenses? That would be really cool.
Yeah, now you're teasing us, Chris. Now you're teasing us. I do agree, though. We definitely should do. A Knight Rider. How many years has Knight Rider been on down for people wanting them?
You want the A team as well? Yeah,
the A team. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right, next picture.
License.
They have. That is totally right. They have. Look at him. He looks happy with himself. Give me your paw. Give me your paw. How many times do people say that to their pet dogs? Give me your paw. I like that. You don't look too happy with that sausage, but there we go. Anyway, very, very cool picture. Thank you for that, guys. Another one as well. Okay. There we go. That is.
No, I'm making it for lost time now. I'm not having the whole gang together, so it's like take as many as you can.
That's good, man. Oh, there's a little knight over there as well. And I've got another picture. Oh, there we go. This is nicely put in. Thank you, Craig, once again. So here we go. This is what it could have looked like if it was in blue, or if it was in. I don't know what color that is. I'm going to say
medium nougat.
Medium nougat. Thanks. Do you know what? If I can't think of a color, what it's called, I just go for nougat and hope for the best. What do we reckon, folks? Right? This is for the chat. This is for the panel. Right? Which color is your favorite? Blue, green, or nougat? Right? Put N for nougat. Obviously, G for green. He's olive green. Or B for blue. What do you reckon? I reckon it looks quite good in blue, personally, but I don't know if the blue and white makes it look a bit seasidey.
I think the grass is always less olive green on the other side of the street.
Oh, like what you did there. There we go. That's your for your review, Jang. That's your title sorted out. It really is. But I think they missed a trick there. I think what they could have done is change the color of the connection bits on the dinosaur. They could have changed them to white ones. Would have been quite nice.
I think I quite like the nugget one or the nougat.
Nougat, yeah, don't call it nugget. That's what the Aussies do.
It's
I don't know.
nugget, doesn't it?
I like it. What do you guys out there think? Jang, first
I think the one on the right is the safest one.
Yeah.
But because of that, I would have to push it down to the bottom. I would go for blue. The green actually doesn't look as bad here relative. I would try some other ones. But
blue.
Between the three, I would go for the blue, I think.
All right, blue. Good choice. I like that. Chris, I feel a bit mean asking you, to be honest, but you say go for the green if you want. But I mean, what do you think? That's quite an interesting render.
When I saw it in person, I actually was quite happy with the color, and I didn't even think too much of it. And then when seeing reactions online, I was like, oh yeah, I guess it might have been nicer with a different color. I mean, dark blue is a really good color. I mean, it's one of my favorite Lego colors. So I feel like I'm leaning to that, but I do appreciate how I feel like each modular building has its own unique color to it, and it's very rare that they double up on a main color scheme. So I think the olive green looked quite interesting in person from what I remember. So I'd have to say I'm happy with the color scheme of what we got. The dark blue. I'd love to see if there's an image of it all in dark blue. I'd love to see what that looks like. But
yeah. Do you know what? I remember exactly the same thing though. Jazz Club came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, I wish it was in blue." We all said the same thing. We obviously we want a blue building Lego. What about you, Shai? What do you think? Blue, green, or nougat?
I don't know. I'm looking at all the modules right now. It's just kind of imagining what the color would be next to the Jazz Club and the Boutique Hotel.
Yeah.
I think the blue would have been cool, but I don't know. I kind of like the nougat.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But I don't know. Maybe they want to use this cherry blossom tree that the contrast wasn't as deep with the nougat, so they stuck with the olive green.
And isn't the tree the pink the opposite color, or it's the color that complements olive green quite nicely?
Yeah,
I think there's a design thing in that. What I will say though, actually, just looking at the Parisian restaurant in my city, just saying, is that the Parisian restaurant is actually navy blue or dark blue and olive green. So maybe that would have been the sweet spot. Gaz, what do you reckon? You've got to go for blue, surely. You could park the TARDIS there, and no one would even know it was there.
No, I did prefer the other two colours. To be honest, I think I would have preferred the Jazz Club in blue, just because I think someone did a couple of pictures of it actually, and I think that looked a bit better than.
Yes, I remember that Jazz Club. I'm sure that's why I thought it was in blue.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, either the nougat or the I can't say that word. The funny colour one on the side.
Give me jaw ache, that is.
Yeah, and then the olive green. So yeah, either those two, but yeah, not the blue for this one for me.
All right, cool. All right, okay, this is interesting. All right, I'm going to start with Carrie before I go to Ian. Carrie, what's your thoughts?
I'm not very good at picturing how the blue would look across the whole building from just that small amount. So I'd want to see it, but I don't feel like it's museum colour. I like the colour,
that's what I think as well.
But I don't think it works for the museum. So again, I really liked the Jazz Club render in blue, but not this. So I think I'd probably stick with the olive green.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Is it a bit seasidey? Ian, what's your thoughts?
I think I'd go dark blue on this one.
Wow, interesting. Does seem to be dark blues. A lot of people seem to be liking the dark blue.
What if they just switched olive on the bottom and then dark tan for the rest?
Yeah, I'd have been quite up for that as well. Huh. That would have been quite a bit striking, because the thing is, here's the thing, right? There's a lot going on at the front of this. The main thing is the front, right? The back side of it is there's nothing going on there at all. The front of this building, you've got the tree, you've got those vinyl signs, you've got the window cleaner, the statues. So there is a lot of things going on in the front that's kind of almost covering the building a bit too much. But I do like it, and I do like the choice of color. Yeah, I think I'd stick with this color, but I think the sweet spot, I would have liked to have seen a bit of a maybe someone out there who's clever with the rendering things could render up a combination of the blue and the olive green. I think they could go. I think they definitely works for the Parisian restaurant. Yeah,
you can't repeat the same color palette for a second modular. That would be weird.
No, that's true.
They've got to be unique.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, but it's a good talking point. And
I think the thing is, I think you can get away with the olive green because of those two prints as well, because they are really, really nice prints. I mean, the design is lovely and the colouring of them is just lovely.
Do you know, that's a really good point. It does actually, from a design point of view, completely breaks it up. Anyway, let's see what the chat say. Let's see what the chat says. Oh, here we go. KO is saying nout. I think it's meaning nougat. And here's a strange word. It is a nugget. Just say chicken nuggets or something. I know what you mean. Nugget Blue. Blue says Stud Lake. It's a cool name, I like that. Dora's saying, I'm happy that we've gotten a goat on a t-shirt. And she's probably watching this from like an hour ago. Here we go. Nougat. Someone know how to spell nougat. N for nougat. There we go. Nougat is definitely
that was going about nougat. Last night.
Frankly, the olive green with the light tan looks really good. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good combination. It's a safe combination. Green says BRICKTASTIC. KO's changed his mind. He's saying blue because he can spell it. Nougat says Gary. So Taylor's saying blue. A lot of people loving the blue out there. Blue in a second is BRICKTASTIC. Blue for me and sandy blue for the bottom layer.
Oh,
sandy blue. Now he's talking my language. I love it. Yeah, maybe sandy green and sandy blue. But anyway, no, so I don't really keep throwing designer things in there, but
make a nice couple of sandy green and sandy blue, don't they?
They do. They look good together. Whichever way you look at it, folks, they look lovely together. Of course, the purists would say sand blue, but yeah, blue. There we go. The Brick Stage Pass. You think he knows a little bit about building? You know, I'm sure he's very good at it, and he is. Indeed. I'll definitely check out his video tomorrow morning, first thing. HAG Productions says as well, the blue looks too toyish to me. Yeah, it's a good shout. Good point. Light tan would be very... It's funny, in your head, you make a choice, and someone else comes out with a good point. I mean, the designers must hate people for that. Green as well. The pink tree looks great against the blue as well. It would definitely pop. Light blue, definitely sand blue with the pink would look amazing. They're two of my favorite color combinations. Honestly, folks, go to work, wear blue jeans and a pink shirt. It looks amazing. It really does. But anyway, BRICKTASTIC is saying, I'm with you, HG Productions. The green puts me off buying it at the moment. Got to go on that feeling, folks. When you see it. It will change your mind. It really will. I was the same. I'm like that with so many sets. Concord, no interest in buying that. Go and see it. I was like, I want to buy this now. But at the moment, don't get me started on that because I'm still kind of working it through and unpackaging it all in my mind for the blooming gunship. I really, really am. But anyway, that aside, thanks for letting me know about that, Craigster. That was very, very cool indeed. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. So we just hit that 3 hour mark. Can't believe we've lasted this long. We've got 3 hours 11. I thought it was going to be more like 1 hour 11. But anyway, we've made it this far. And like we always do, let's go around the panel and ask them what's coming out from them. And if you haven't checked out the survey already, please do so, folks. Check out everybody who's in the panel tonight. You'll find all their details down in the description. And if you're feeling, how can I put, seasonal, if you're feeling a bit Christmassy or whatever, do us a favor. Use the force and choke that like button. But anyway, so let's start off with Mr. Shatam. Here's my time. What's coming up from you in the next week or so, my friend? Anything podcasty?
No, nothing. Like I said, I had to kind of rearrange video content just for the new modular. So I don't have anything scheduled. So when they come out, they just come out, I guess, for the next couple things.
Very cool.
Podcast included.
Podcast included. When's the next one kind of going to drop from that, my friend?
For Sitting on a Stoop, it's going to be whenever I record them. So it's a little bit, remember, it's a little different now. So I can't just schedule them out. I have to actually go to the person and then record it.
Yeah.
So
they can come to you as well, though, can't they?
They can if they're local, if it's convenient for them. But the next two that I have are SoCalers. So one's in SoCal, the other one's in Central Cali. So they're not far. So yeah, soon it's gonna be. You'll have at least 2 more episodes by the end of the year for sure.
Okay, very, very cool. And that's good, man. That's very, very good. I love it. Do check it out, folks. Honestly, it's very good. What platforms are you on, Shai?
For the podcast, it's all of them again. So Spotify, Apple, iHeart, YouTube, and then yeah.
Is there any particular platform that you find that you get the most listens to?
Depends. I guess I can only take it off Cali Bricklink right now since that's more of a long-lasting thing versus sitting on Soup is just brand new. But for YouTube wise, it's I guess Spotify. It's a hit or miss. It really just depends who the person is. That's what determines the factor of the retention rate, because on the podcast platforms the retentions are ridiculous. They're like anywhere between 80 to 100% retention rates on Spotify and Apple. Like,
wow, that's really good, man. That's
it's really
super stats.
Yeah, versus like on YouTube, then they're like 20 to 30% at most because it's YouTube. So, but it really just depends. So I'm assuming it's going to be like, looking at it right now, it looks like the same type of analytics are popping out the same for this one.
Nice. Well, there you go, man. It's gold podcasting. I love it. And keep it up as well. And by the way, I do listen to them multiple times as well. I am one of those people. I really am. Gaz, you're one of those people. They call them Doctor Who fans. Are you going to be doing anything next week or so? Are you going all that super exciting stuff for Doctor Who?
I've got I'm just trying, one thing I'm trying to keep on top of all these things that keep coming out every day, which is like some days is like ridiculous amount. It's like, oh my god, what now?
Honestly, it's like an old man.
Just win of one thing every year, that's fine. That's cool. And then I've got a couple of little short video ideas, but so I just got to actually get those, and I've got to work out how to do one particular thing for one of them. I'm not going to say what, because if I say, that means if it comes out, that means I'll have to do it. And I'm just trying to work out how to do sort of a special effecty type thing.
Oh, we can always chat afterwards. I like talking special effects and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, if you know how to do this, then you can have.
We'll chat afterwards. We'll let it go. Come up with an idea. Now, talking of good ideas, Carrie, you're full of them. You really are. Are you doing anything this weekend?
So we'll be finishing off, hopefully, maybe. We've got like more than half of the set to build, so might go into a third week. But the Hocus Pocus house is what we were building, and we were building it via the Build Together app, which we've never tried before, and it's a crazy experience. So we'll see how that goes second week running.
Let's do some content on that. I looked at it once and I was like, nah, not for me. And then
I genuinely thought it was just like, you build this bit, I build that bit, but the amount of passing backwards and forwards we were doing with the set, and you're literally putting like 3 books together. Oh, now you have it, and swapping all the time. It was crazy. Is what it was. So yeah, we'll carry on doing that.
And are you okay letting Ian build a bit of it as well? Is okay?
Were you in the stream on Sunday? There was definitely some not happiness from me because he built all the minifigures. Yeah, I was like, hang on, have you built the minifigures? He doesn't care about minifigures. So why did he build them? They were mine. So yeah, the next bag we're doing is bag 7, and I've said to him, like, these are the bits for bag 7 that I wanted to build. So do not touch
specific.
Them. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, very specific.
Yeah, I'm a details kind of person. I like all the internal stuff. So like bookcases and stuff. If he touches those, I'll be upset. But he's like, he's got the app in front of him. He's like, the app told me to do it. That's just what I do. So
yeah, see, he's a software engineer. That's how they work. It's all binary.
You should know me better by now.
There we go. Maybe he just does it to tease you. That's what it is.
Yeah, Halloween. He probably does.
Good stuff. All right, look forward to that. Jang, you got anything coming up anytime soon? Surely.
I'll be on Twitch shortly after this, and then Patreon late night, and Patreon tomorrow, and then Twitch on Sunday and Monday. This whole coming week is the biggest thing for me. Is so belated celebrating birthday and second partner anniversary on Twitch. I'm doing a whole week long big build event and thing.
Oh, congratulations. Look for that. Obviously, I'm going to go to bed. I'll wake up first thing tomorrow morning quite early, turn on the computer and everything like that, and I'll be watching Jang again, which is a weird thing to think. I'm going to be asleep while you're just doing stuff throughout the day, Jang. It really is. Is it? Are you building anything in particular for as part of your sort of celebrations and stuff like that? Is it anything
Something big, something very big.
Oh wow! Has it got a particular color or anything like that? I'm intrigued, but
it has some dark red in it.
Oh, very good, very good. All right, so I like the sound of that. It's very exciting. If it comes with any minifigures and you're not interested in them, sell them off quick. No, good stuff, Jang. I love the fact that you and Shai are just in a better place because you guys. I'm like, I'm kind of into your stuff that you do, and the content is superb. So I love it as always, Jang. I think you and Shai are doing better stuff now than you ever have done. So you're in a good place. So anyway, before I start to tear up, young Chris, firstly, what are you thinking of the Venator build? And have you got anything coming out? Have you got any videos coming out that are less than an hour and a half long in the next week or so?
Well, first of all, it's a perfect timing because I just put on, this is the last piece of the Venator, and so I actually finished it over the course of the, which is very, very nice. So yep, I'm done with that. Quite a nice build here. So that's, all finished up. Very nice to being on. But I mean, thank you for having me on. Stuff coming out. To be honest, I schedule my stuff so well in advance. I think my next video, like I have daily videos scheduled until November 2025 at this point. So it's I have it. It's just by nature of like my work and like I just have to do it. Otherwise, I will fall back. But let me think. November 3rd. Was there something?
Oh no, he's gone. That was really weird. He's like, "Oh, was there something?" And then he just disappeared. I think his internet. I think probably his parents are probably playing computer games or something like that. There we go. It was getting anyway. That was Chris. Do check his channel out, folks. He'll be coming out with something.
November 2025.
Yeah, 20. I know. Do you know what? That was one. I've watched that episode more than any other episode of yours. Oh, there we go. Are you there, Chris? There he is.
Hey, sorry. No, that's crazy. My internet cut out right as I was saying, right as I remembered what I actually have coming out. So
we thought it was an apocalypse or somewhere where you are in America. So what's coming out? What's coming out, Chris?
Yes. I recently got the chance. It was honestly the day of a lifetime. I got to meet the creator of Lego Bionicle. And he toured me around his offices and gave me a lot of development documents of Lego Bionicle to bring back home and share with the community. Which is, I think I'll remember it for the rest of my life. It's still so surreal. And he was the kindest, Christian Faber, he was the kindest man imaginable. And he, and the video, I mean, there are many videos coming out on that whole day. But I think tomorrow, noon PST is one, if I have it right in my head, that's one kind of the big one. It's unfortunately, it's a little bit, it's double the length that you were saying an hour and a half, and I think it's close to 3 hours, but it is us sitting down and unboxing 8 years worth of Lego history. And it's not just Bionicle too, because he had original stuff from Lego Pirates he worked on, M-Tron, Futuron, Space. Yeah, he worked on that. Aquazone, he had a lot of stuff from that. Lego Racers, Dino, Batman, Star Wars. Like he worked on seemingly everything from like 1990s to 2006, 7. So it was honestly so cool, and there's a lot more coming. But I think tomorrow is the first of many videos to come going over these old documents that I now have to get like framed and put in a museum.
It's like proper historian stuff. That sounds intriguing. Definitely the stuff, and they're the sort of things like I can put your videos on, and they're just there. I'm basically there with you for the day. It is, which is brilliant. I love the long format. I really do. It's very, very cool. Chris, I've got to ask you one question though before we go tonight. Yeah. Have you seen on Disney Plus Code Red cartoon?
I need to watch it. I saw the trailer, and I think I think everyone in the Bionicle community saw the trailer.
Avengers versus Bionicle. It's ridiculous.
That was a very funny day when I saw that. I was like, what is this? What is going on here?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, do watch it, folks. I think it's about 45 minutes long. It's very light entertainment. And it's like, Bionicle. Very, very coolly done. Nicely segued in. Anyway, coming up for me, folks, in the next week or so, I'm going to be trying to work on a video maybe over the weekend. But in all honesty, after this stream, I just need to rest up. I'm not meant to be doing too much talking. And I've done plenty of that tonight. I really have been. But anyway, the main thing is there will be something coming out next week, folks. And of course, London Calling 197 will be next Friday as well, and we're getting closer and closer to 200, which is jolly exciting. Survey wise, interesting, bit of a swing at the end of the survey, asking you guys and girls out there if you had a preference for the release day of the Natural History Museum, what would it be? January the 1st came top, 2024 with 40%. December the 1st dropped back with 34%. Still relatively close. And I don't collect modulars, 25%. Thank you, everybody who voted for that. 137 votes tonight, which is very, very cool. Good little survey there. Enjoyed that. Of course, I also enjoyed the fact of having you here, Jang. Lovely to have you back. Lovely to see you. You're looking very, very well. Loving the hoodie as well. I wore this just for you tonight, Jang. I don't do the. I actually do. This time of year is actually a good time of year. Can I just say as well, the choice of having a goat on your hoodie is quite perplexingly strange, but in the contents of this stream, very cool. But love it. Lovely to see you as well, Shai. Just great to see you as always, mate. It really is. You always look great, and that's what 4K does for you, folks. It really is. Chris, lovely to see you as well. The Venator looks amazing. Maybe one day I'll get it. It's actually, just so you know, Chris, it's very swooshable. Just ask for people in the Lego Leicester Square store. I proved it. It really is. Brickboz, lovely to see you guys. Can't wait to see your stream on Sunday as well at 8:30 UK time. Don't forget, folks, for you Americans out there, unless you're in some strange places that we spoke about earlier on, your clocks change on Sunday morning. So do remember that, because for the next couple of weeks, we'll all be forgetting. That's for sure. Gaz, lovely to see you here as well. Looking forward to seeing what content you come out with, and of course catching all that new Doctor Who content coming out too. So yeah, great to see you guys all here. Andrew, thank you for being here earlier on as well. Brick and Brew, do check it out, folks. You'll find all this stuff on Instagram. If you're watching this back, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, check everybody out who's in the panel. You'll find all the details in the description below. And thank you, lovely lot out there, for being here tonight as well. The likes of course, Minark, he was in earlier on as well. Minark, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Stud Sidious, Studs, thanks for sending in all your pictures. Madlib was out there as well. King Oldendoff, Trevor's videos, Brickshot Pills, Larry Legend, Echo Bricks was out there too. More and more, lovely to see you out there. More, I really do. Johnny G was there too. The beautiful Lady McBrick, Titanium J, Dave Brick 76 whilst he's on holiday, and of course HJT Productions, to name but a few. Just remember, folks, that Lego is a wonderful thing. It really is, and each and every one of you are too. Take care, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Good night.